Hello, hello, my lovely peeps, and welcome to the stream with me, Forte07, and more Pokemon Shield. Hooray! My favoriteest game ever. It's not as bad, really. It's not terrible. Pokemon Sword and Shield. I'm just gonna say now, it isn't terrible. It's just the hand holding just gets to be a bit much. What were we doing again? Oh, that's right. So, last time on Dragon Ball Z, we defeated Kabu and was set off into the wild area to go to the next town. Hop and Bee decided to go have a pissing contest in the wild area and see who was the better trainer. Don't know what the outcome of that's gonna be. Don't actually care. That is also a blatant lie because I know what the outcome is. I just don't care. Anyway, wild area. What Pokemon do we have again? Okay, we're all around. Well, we're getting to level 30. I'd like to round us off to about that point if we could. But I know any of the Pokemon that we come across here we will not be able to catch. Piloswine. Also, hello Astral. How are you doing tonight? Was he a ground ice type, right? I don't have my strategy guide over it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. How about my other oh shit, my other computer isn't on, and that's the one I use for nicknaming shit. Super effective, but we're just super fucking weak, so... I'm gonna try and take it down, unless it like one-shots me, which it might do. No, it's not. It's not gonna one-shot me. We'll be fine. It is annoying that you can't catch stronger level Pokemon here. I understand why they do it, but at least fighting them is beneficial if you can knock them out when it comes to experience, at least. Though sometimes it can be annoying with just the level gaps. In my other game, I just finally got the ability to ride on water, because you don't get traditional HM. Well, I don't think you get. Are you playing Sword right now? I don't think you get the traditional HMs in this game. I didn't look in the guidebook because I stopped caring. Because they give you the flying taxis really early on, and then for surf, which they don't really have surf, they just let you ride your bike on the water. Because they really want you to use the fucking Rotom bike. It's great, amazing, whatever. Oh, don't fucking endure, you asshole. Just die. Ugh. We have a problem. It's either going to kill me, or we're gonna take hail damage and die. Just heal up. Oh, right. Happy Pastry Day. I didn't forget. I looked it up before I sat down. It is Pastry Day. I don't necessarily have any pastries, but I made myself some sugar cookies the other night because I wanted sugar cookies with those little, you know, sugar crystal frosting things on it because I like those. Those are yummy. But I don't really have any pastries. Wow, with all these speed boosts we've gotten from Flame Charge, we still can't outspeed this Piloswine. That's obnoxious. Neat. 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 U-turn. Yeah, don't get rid of Water Gun for now. Hooray. The one thing I don't like about this experience share system is when I train Pokemon, I like them all to be around the same level, but because everyone gets experience from every battle, that means this one's gonna just keep going up higher and higher. I could just take them out of my party for the time being. Alright. Oh shit, that's right. We caught a bunch of random crap that I'm not putting into boxes right now because I can't be bothered. Keep Baron. She's good. Okay, so we're just gonna swap Pokemon out now to get them all up to level 30. We won't do it with everybody, but that's what I did on my other game because I'm weird like that. I don't know. I see why they're doing the experience share thing. It's really to make it easier on younger players, but that's the thing, is they've nerfed so many things that would make this any kind of challenge that it's a bit sad. Like the experience share thing. I know Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu did it, but they kind of needed to, considering how the not battling system worked anyway. But here, I don't know if it's really necessary. If anything, maybe they could have given us a traditional experience share or something. But it's like because of my weird, like... Did I just get leftovers out of this tree? Did I read that right? Did I just get leftovers out of this tree? I fucking just got leftovers out of this tree. Okay. I didn't know you could get leftovers out of trees. That's nice, I guess. Makes sense. Not angry about it. I'm actually not. That's a nice touch. But it's like because of my weird not really OCD when it comes to training Pokemon and wanting them all to be around the same level, just because. At least on my other game, I'm training like 30 Pokemon at a time. And I joke that it's so I don't have to go into towns and listen to Hop talk, but it's like also that's the easiest way to like slow down, or like not slow down, just to get it to work for me. Of course, I guess I could have stopped at like having just a secondary team, not 5 secondary teams, because that's basically what I'm doing right now with 30 extra fucking Pokemon that I'm taking care of. But again, all the extra Pokemon that I'm raising, they're all new ones. Because I just can't decide what ones I really want to focus on in this game. Of course, from what I've heard and what I've seen, it doesn't really seem to fucking matter with the ever-on experience share. Most cases, unless you purposely, I don't know, underlevel or something. Not that you can underlevel, but just going with like underleveled Pokemon. Most gym challenges aren't that hard. There has not been one gym yet, at least in my playthrough of Sword, where I've been stuck or anything. And it just makes me think of like older games where, okay, until you figured out a decent strategy for Brock, in Generation 1 games, especially if you chose Charmander, sometimes you might be a little bit stuck there. If you had Bulbasaur or Squirtle, you were fine. With Pikachu, that's kind of a different story, but they gave you Mankeys early on to account for that. My strategy was always just getting a Butterfree and leveling it up until it learned Confusion, and that just seemed to do me well enough, and that was always my strategy. But it's like, okay, sometimes you can get stuck there. I remember not being up to proper level to actually be Misty a few times in like the earlier games. Just because I guess I didn't spend a lot of time grinding in between Rock and Misty, even though you go through Mountain Moon. But it's like, you know, there are actual times where you might have to stop and grind or consider strategy a little bit I think like the biggest example might be Whitney in Generation 2. How many times have you heard the story about Whitney's stupid milk tank? And it's like, okay, sure, you could trade for the Machop to, again, counter that, if you knew about the Machop. And it was, you know, no big deal. But I remember, at least when I was a kid, being stuck there for a while because I could not get past Whitney. And granted, I can't say, like, the last couple of games I had much trouble with any of the gym leaders. That and, you know, you get older, you get smarter, and you know, oh, I should probably level up my Pokemon before I go in here. But still, the ease of the gym leaders in this game, especially this one. Well, when I say in this game, I mean in these games, especially this one, at least lately, have been kind of annoying. Again, I understand they're meant for children. But at the same time, you can challenge children to an extent. They can learn to adapt and overcome and all that fun stuff. Even in a game that's just about catching fun creatures and what have you. Like, it's almost appalling just how nerfed this game is. Now, granted, I do like Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, and I mean, they did similar things, unfortunately. It's like, you don't have traditional HMs. You have the special moves that your Pikachu and or Eevee uses. And yeah, they're cute. But it's just... Back on this topic, huh? It's hard not to come back to it. Like, the more I think about it, the more annoying it just kind of gets. Also, hello, both of you. How are you doing tonight? I just... Oh, this cable's getting worse. Fucking goddamn it. Okay, there we go. Nope, and... Am I gonna have to tape this up or something? No. Shit. My headset has, you know, a separate cable that plugs into the headset and then into an adapter that I can change to whatever input I need for it. And the cable itself is wearing out. I know I've mentioned this before, but it's just annoying, so I'm gonna keep bringing it up. Big rapid spin, I guess. But yeah, it just, the more I think about it, the more obnoxious it gets. And I started this thought last stream, and I never finished it, I don't think. But it's like, all these changes they made, it's like, I see why they did it. It's to foolproof their game. Because I watch a lot of those soft lock videos on YouTube, where people will come up with scenarios where you more or less ruin your Pokemon game, where you're stuck in one location and there's nothing you can do to really get out of it without just restarting. And a bunch of them, they require you to like power raise a Pokemon that only knows, let's say, Electrode with Explosion up to 100, so it can't learn any moves. If it uses the only move it knows or only attacking move it knows, it dies. And you like get rid of all your money, you throw away all your items, get rid of all your other Pokemon somehow, some way. This game completely baby-proofs it. Like, totally. You don't have to worry about HM slaves anymore. You don't have to worry about HMs. Like, one of the big issues these soft lock scenarios have is getting rid of HM Pokemon. In earlier generations, you could just release them. But if the game in later generations realizes you only have one Pokemon that's able to use certain HM moves, or knows an HM move, I guess, actually, it won't let it go because they don't want you getting rid of Pokemon that you need in order to get to certain other areas of the game. This game just kind of takes that problem away completely. Oh, what's that? You don't have a Pokemon that knows fly? That's fine. We have fucking, you know, flying taxis. Also, that makes me mad. It doesn't insult me, sorry. Is the strategy guide has concept art for the flying taxis, and you kind of see a little sprite of them on the loading screen, except my little sprite on the overlay will probably cover it if we do it here. But you don't actually see, at least as far as I know, you don't actually see a model of the flying taxi in game. It's like, why would you do this? They have parking spots for them, but you never see an actual taxi in the spots. I'm gonna use the digging duo real quick. Oh, I didn't read what they're gonna say. You pay them 500 a watch, they dig up shit for you. Been on one of my usual tangents, reading about lightweight markup languages. Also finished a hat earlier. I'm going to assume that's what you meant. Only to discover a huge flaw in the pattern and unraveled it. Fun. Are you like knitting your hats? When I make hats, I just make fleece hats with, you know, boring straight seams. I didn't see what I got. 4 treasures though, that's decent. This brother gives you better items, but not as many. Usually the other brother can dig for longer, but their items aren't as good, I guess. I don't know. I don't check in with them all that often. Got another nursery. I'm assuming they also just only have Pokemon nurseries now and no Pokemon daycares as far as I've seen, because why do you need a Pokemon daycare? They give you so many extra options to level up your Pokemon, it's unnecessary. Because you have Everon full team experience share, you have Pokejobs, you have experience candies, and even the little the camping in general gives a little bit of experience, but still experience. So there's like no point in them, I guess, even having the Pokemon daycare. So just having something that gives you eggs is fine, because that's all some people care about. I mean, I guess that's nice. That means if you're, you know, trying for an egg, you're not going to worry about a Pokemon leveling up too much to where they can't do anything. I've never leveled a Pokemon in the daycare to get an egg that much, though, because I don't care about stats or shiny hunting or anything like that. I'm assuming that's a thing. It's just loom knitting. That's what the joint project my mom and I are doing, making hats for family. I've got a stack of 4 sitting right next to me, though. I finished more. Oh, that's nice. My one cousin my sister and I went out with one cousin to see Frozen 2, and then we met up with her sister afterwards for dinner. And the first cousin, the other two, the cousins themselves are sisters. The youngest, though, was busy, and that's why she didn't go to the movies with us. Anyway, the eldest, I know she knits a lot, and usually around this time you see a lot of, posts from her, with her wintertime knitting projects. I learned how to knit once upon a time at a Girl Scout camp. Was super into it for like that week, and then I forgot how to do it, so I stopped doing it. But yeah, no, it's just interesting to see like all these changes they've made to this game to make it easier, and again, just kind of baby proof it so people can't accidentally, you know, brick their game or something. Even though most of the soft locks that I'm talking about in these videos, they're really specific instances that you would have to try to do to break your game. But as the guy says in the videos, like, this is just to show that they don't playtest this enough. That people could still do this, could still ruin their game if they really wanted to. And it's like, yes, that's true, but now we're at the point where they hand you everything. Like, in this game, you can't run out of money because they give you so many treasures that give you more money, and you can just rebattle the gyms you'll be fine. Which, okay, that's nice, especially when you have a game where you can use your money that you earn to buy just optional clothing accessories. I'm sure they had ways to get money in Sun and Moon, and I just can't remember them very well. But it's like, I remember being kind of low on funds one time because I went on a stupid clothing shopping spree because I wanted, you know, to change up my character. It's just, again, fuck. I used a shitty Pokeball. That, and it was probably higher level than I am. I didn't catch that Butterfree in my other game either. I don't even think it was an actual Dynamax, like a Gigantamax Butterfree. I think it was just a regular Dynamax Butterfree. I'm not doing as much training as I said I was going to do. Of course, you don't even battle the gym in this next town until later, because that's actually the last, you know, gym you fight. We gotta go to other places first, so not training here isn't a big deal. You just train on the routes up to the next gym. Who's the next gym again? Oh, 4? I think it's Alistair, the ghost trainer. In this game, it would be B, the fighting trainer in Sword. Or am I forgetting someone? Milo, Nessa, Kabu, Alistair, Opal, either Melanie or what's his name? Shit. Gordy. That's 6. Piers and Ryan. Okay, yeah. Loom knitting isn't very versatile. Good for hats, anything circular really. Maybe a scarf, but it falls short for more complex stuff. I just make hats. Hats are fine. I feel like there's an insert TF2 joke here, but I'm not making that joke for reasons. I'm actually in kind of a pissy mood right now. I mean, before I started watching the stream, I was watching random videos on banned Yu-Gi-Oh cards, because why not? But before that, I did something dumb. The news of Half-Life Alyx really is a double-edged sword for me. When Valve wasn't doing anything, I could just ignore them. Like, they didn't do anything. Because they didn't do anything. Even if it meant not making, you know, things for the games that I really liked. But with Half-Life Alyx, that meant I had to go watch one stupid video on it. Or you watch the trailer and you get recommendations for, you know, more insider news on the new Valve VR game, blah blah blah. And I end up on the stupid, you know, Valve News Network. And I'm not saying the channel itself is stupid. Good for him doing what he does, whatever. It's just, at my point in life, I'm better off ignoring most things Valve, or at least most things Team Fortress 2. But because I watched that one Valve's News Network video, now all these other ones are popping up, and you know, a bunch of them are going to be TF2 related, and I'm a stupid person, and I'm like, let's watch this just so I can get angry. And then I get angry because I get angry, and I know I shouldn't be looking into things for TF2 ever, which is a flying fucking shame. Oh shit on a stick. Don't. Ah, crap. Well, we're dead. Damn it. But yeah, it's a freaking shame that I avoid TF2 as much as I do. It used to be one of my favorite games, but nowadays I technically shouldn't talk about it, or it just makes me upset. But I was dumb earlier and I was watching Valve News Network videos on TF2, and I know I shouldn't be doing that because, again, it's asking for trouble. I can't even go on the Team Fortress 2 webpage. Oh shit, I'm a dark type. I'm an idiot. Motherfucker. I keep forgetting the Zigzagoon line is now a mixed normal dark type, even though you think their colorations would be smacking me in the face about it. Nope, I'm just a moron. Okay, fine, I'll just go with bird. Anyway, long story short, too long didn't listen, that's fine. I'm an idiot and I made myself mad doing a thing I know better than to do. 'Cause I'm a smart person. Right after I said I'm an idiot. Also, sorry if I'm slurping in your guys' ear. I have a tea. Because I think the eggs in my fridge aren't very good. I had eggs for breakfast. And now my stomach's been bothering me. And I think it was the eggs. So I'm drinking what I call a tummy tea. It's a Lipton tea that's meant to soothe your stomach. And it says soothe your tummy on it. So I call it my tummy tea. And my sister teases me for how I say that. And I don't know why. I really do have to ask how many things don't make you angry in some way. The things that make me angry on most cases are just, you know, general annoyances. And I might just be playing up because it's fun to do. Like getting mad at this game for repeatedly telling me what to do every 2 minutes. Like, okay, fine, whatever. I see why you do it, but it's really annoying and you don't have to. But when it comes to the matter of TF2, that one is a more legitimate anger. Unfortunately, I'm one of those people that likes to, you know, relate things more than I should. And if it gets attached to something that's bad or less than favorable to think of, unfortunately, anything that is remotely attached to it kind of gets tainted in similar ways. Kind of like how I can't fully enjoy this game's setting and why I don't watch Harry Potter anymore. I know it's stupid, I know it's childish, I know it's been long enough that I shouldn't be whining about this anymore, but yet here we are. 'Cause I'm human and I do stupid shit. Motherfucker! Just healed. Stop it. Hit yourself next turn, please. No, you're not confused. I'm confused. Be paralyzed next turn. Thank you. Neat, that worked. Shit! Don't go first. Fuck you. Don't throw water balloons. That's rude. No, 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 no. Don't you dare. Thank you. I know Nuzzle isn't doing a lot just because it's Nuzzle and it only has, you know, damage of fucking 20, so it's gonna take fucking forever. An unfortunate precedent you found yourself in then. Yeah. You know what? Actually no, I don't have a comeback for that. I don't want my Toxel to die. I want it to get experience points. Oh neat, I got paralyzed. Or, you know what I meant, leave me alone. I'm just saying human minds are wired to, you know, associate things in the most annoying of ways. Ow, motherfucker. I guess you're at level 30, so I'm not gonna be too mad about it. I'm just gonna say, yeah, human minds are wired in a way to associate certain things that make continuing to enjoy or think about certain things obnoxious. And again, considering the amount of time that has passed since the inciting incident, you'd think I'd be over it, but I'm not, because I'm dumb. Oh shit, you still had another Pokemon. Motherfucker. I wasn't counting. I think I'm used to seeing Drilizzle and it being close to the end of the battle in my other game because I chose Grookey, so I would see Hop's water lizard a lot more often near the end of battles. I mean, I guess this is technically near the end of the battle, whatever. And no, don't kill my bug. No, kill my bug. Bug, kill it. I believe in you, even though you're like 5 levels under it. Oh boy. And we didn't get a speed boost from that. Cool. I don't normally have a trouble battling this caretaker. but I also think it's because I'm not, again, being as weird as I am in Sword going through this game. Oh, you're dead. Oh shit, everyone's dead. Let's just use one of these. You're not dumb, everyone's different about these things. I know, but again, it's how my fucking brain is hardwired, and I just feel bad that I'm just so hung up on this thing that happened 3 years ago now. Because of public perception of how you hold on to things, especially on how it affects your life, I guess I am ashamed that I'm letting this one thing live in my head as much as it does, or so rent-free. Because it will be sometimes the littlest things that send me into like a weird panic state. I went into a mall the other day and I did not have a good time. And it was only because I went into the mall during the holiday season and it was a busier mall. It made me think of something that I once did. And I was not having a good time. I had to leave the mall. Oh, please die, please die, please die. We're cutting it way too close with this battle because Oh! Good. Good. We're gonna use one of these. But yeah, no, and then of course, like I said, I'm just worried about it because of how people can perceive you holding on to such negatively related things. I mean, it happens, and there's certain things that are harder than others to overcome. But what I'm going through, it's something that so many other people seem to have no issue getting over in way less time than I do. I just hold on to things too much, I guess. And that's my fault. I'm not that amazing, Chloe. I hung on by the skin of my teeth. I should have died. Yeah, sure, okay. We're right outside of the town, but we're gonna go camping real quick because everyone's dead. They're dead. They're all dead, except for the ones that aren't, because if not, we would have been taken all the way back to the other town. There's nobody here. Oh, look at these two VIPs over here. Good on ya for holding on through my incompetence. Cooking time. Let's use this root and this berry. Yeah, that's fine. Have you considered getting professional help on this very serious question? I was in therapy around the time the incident happened. I haven't been to therapy in about a year or so now. Kinda ever since well, it's been a little less than a year. Ever since I moved out, I just haven't found a therapist in my new area. Though my aunt did send me a phone number to someone nearby. It's just seeing if my insurance covers it. And it's like, we've talked about it. I've talked to multiple people about my stupid habit of just holding on to negative things. And I know I shouldn't do it. I know it's just hurting me in the long run, that I just need to let it go. And a few times I've thought I've had, like an epiphany and I could just move on past it. And I can't for some reason. I cannot. I'm not sure why. No matter how many times I go through it in my head, how many times I realize that the situation I was in and I'm talking about... Wow, that's a big heaping plate. Who's this for? Wow, Toxel. So the plate on the right goes to your Pokemon. So Toxel's just eating a crap ton. I mean, fine, fair enough. But yeah, no, every time I go through it in my head and realize that it's better this way, that I need to stop and stop again letting these things live rent-free in my head. I can't. And I still go on about it, and I know everyone's fucking tired of hearing me go on about it, yet I still go on about it because I'm just a fucking mess. I am a mess. You. Yeah, that's fine. You should look into seeing if your insurance would cover just a random internet guy here, but I'm feeling some legit concern. I mean, it's not like this problem's new. I've been dealing with it again for a while now. It's just... Chloe, the fuck are you... No, I'm not... I wanna, but that's just a bad idea. We're gonna try, I lied. Just because she gives you 18,000 polka dollars and you beat her. I like how you moved 20 steps away, you butthole! I mean, maybe I do need to look into getting back into therapy though. Cause seasonal depression kind of hits me hard. From starting in about August to like the end of the year, I don't actually do very well mentally, and there's been stuff that's been happening lately that's been throwing me for a curveball. Which, that's not fun either. It's fucking double kick. It's not a firefighting type, it just knows fighting type moves. Shut up, guys. Ooh. I really love how Game Freak, to possibly avoid controversy with final evolutions being a certain type. They're like, no, they're just pure types. Shut up. But yes, the rabbit, the fire rabbit, it knows fighting moves. But it's just a fire type, so shut up. You can't criticize us anymore for leaning towards that type. Combination. I don't know. I probably should. I guess the other thing is I'm just worried if I get put on antidepressants again. Now, the antidepressants I were on, they did help. But they also gave me weird stomach issues where I would have, like, symptoms of having, like, a stomach bug or something if I didn't also take a probiotic with it. And my doctor, when I brought it up to him, didn't figure it out either. But as soon as I stopped taking the antidepressants, I didn't also need the probiotic, and I haven't had, like, stomach issues like that since. The only stomach issues I've had since then have been because I ate foods that I probably shouldn't have eaten the way that I ate them, like that potato the other week. Either way, I'm sorry for bogging you guys down with my, mental BS. But today hasn't been very good. All because I made some stupid decisions. And I should take responsibility for that and not put it on you guys. We are here to have fun and play Pokemon and talk about how this game is baby-proof. Again, I understand why they baby-proofed it so much, but at the same time, it's just insulting to kids almost. Now it is insulting to kids. Has anyone played the Yokai Watch games? Are they as, like, hand-holdy? I don't know if those are really compatible or comparable even. It's just, I know it gets brought up from time to time that Yokai Watch is new Pokemon or something like that. I don't fucking know. I don't have much interest in Yokai Watch. At the place I take my Japanese class at, they have like this little bookshelf of books that are in Japanese that you can, you know, borrow for like reading practice or whatever. And one of them is like the Yokai Watch 2 strategy guide. So it has like a Pokedex of sort, a Yokai Watch Dex. I don't know what it's called. I don't know anything about Yokai Watch. But you know, they have like a little index of all the different yokai monsters. And some of them are literally just recolors. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. Other RPGs do just recolors of certain enemies for leveling purpose, you know, to distinguish different levels. Even Breath of the Wild does that. But it's like, I just don't dig the designs. We're here to hang. Part of hanging is lending an ear. Oh, I appreciate that. But again, especially you, Astral. I know people have heard me go on about this shit way too often, and I need to shut up. Oh, you must have been. Why am I reading this? You say the same goddamn thing every time I beat you. I'll teach you a good trick. I'll tell you this trick every fucking time you battle me. And that's to pick up fucking items you see on the ground, and you can sell them for monies. Yeah, I don't want to battle any of these. Okay. Actually, we need to go camping again, because we're about to enter a town, and I don't know if that means I'm gonna get asked to fucking battle something. I know I've already been through this, but I don't fucking remember. It's been a while since I was at this part, and I don't care enough about the story to remember any of the things it asks, like, that happen. Yes, I don't need to be told what the gym challenge is 20 times, but I also, like, it's a weird state that I'm in. I get annoyed how much they tell me about, like, the gym challenge and stuff, but I can't even be bothered to remember their story. It's like, that's why they tell me shit so often, probably, so I remember, but it's like, I just don't care. Tanga berry. Tangela berry? Oh! I know a bit of, good news? I think it's good news. I discovered today that they have Sonic X on Netflix. So if you have Netflix and you want to watch Sonic X, it is on Netflix. It's the 4Kids version of Netflix. I don't know why I hope that maybe they got, like, the original Japanese version in. Because that would be cool. Because I know the 4Kids version cut out certain scenes or edited certain scenes like they do. But yeah, 4Kids version is on Netflix, all in its complete glory with that amazing theme song. I only watched a couple episodes when I discovered it earlier this afternoon, because then I had to go fold laundry, but Sonic X is on Netflix. I'm quite happy about that. It means I can sit down and watch it all again, because it's been fucking forever. Spicy apple curry. Why does he get the whole fucking apple? God damn it! Oh wait, nope, it is still for Toxel, that's right. This baby has a big appetite. Alrighty, what do you want? A gym challenger. Allow me to check your gym badge. Really? You're doing a badge check now? The grass badge, the water badge, and the fire badge. Very good. It's confirmed that you defeated 3 gym leaders, including the leader of Motostar. Yes! Yes, that's what that means. Boy, here we go. I wish you the best of luck in your future battles. Oh yeah, I saw that was on... Oh, fuck, Bede. Wait a minute. No, what? Oh, it's you. I doubt Hop will be coming. It's only natural. How did you come up from the other... Well, I guess there are 2 technical ways up this hill. Never mind. After such a humiliating defeat, there's no way he could look the champion in the eye. Oh my fucking god, Hop. What did I say? I said you weren't allowed to lose? I'm going to break you every time I see you now. You lost to this asshole? I'm sure he'll withdraw from the chat. Oh my god, you... fucking butthole in your T-strainer leg pads. I hate them. Why do you have those? Here, just look at the gym badges I've already won. Oh, this kid. Can I throw him in a lake? Thank you, Challenger Bede. I can confirm you have the required badges. Oh, you don't tell him what the badges are. Anyway, I have a meeting with the chairman, so I must excuse myself. The bagpipes of the wild area theme do not work with that cutscene, but okay. It's confirmed that you... okay, thanks, useless NPC. Oh yeah, I saw that was on there the other day. I'm not a big Sonic fan though. Never grew up with Sega. I'm a Nintendo boy. I didn't grow up with Sega either. I didn't. This is gonna sound bad. I'm not a big fan of the 2D Sonic games. Everyone's like, oh, but they're such great at speed games and shit like that. And not even speedrunning, they're just good for going fast. But it's like later levels, you do so much platforming and backtracking, it felt like. That's like, why am I slowing down to do this shit? I don't want to do this shit. I just want to go fast. But the first Sonic game I ever played was Sonic Adventure 2. Which, again, is why it's like one of my favorite games. And I know that's a lot of nostalgia talking when I go on about it. But that's when I got into it, was when I was in middle school. I mean, okay, I guess technically that meant I grew up with it, but that was at the point where Sega didn't make consoles anymore. And all their games were on the Nintendo anything at the time. So I'm... But the thing is I know most of the 3D Sonic games are shit. I'm not saying that they're not. I'm saying, yes, 2D Sonic games are a lot more well-crafted than some of the 3D Sonic games. But I just don't like them. Welcome to the BP. Oh, BP already? We haven't done anything to get BP. Why is this here? I mean, I guess this is the last technical gym city. Did you know that the order in which you progress to the gym challenge is... Oh, I'll say, if he's going to tell me that there's a specific order, I was going to get mad. It's decided by how strong each gym leader is. Okay, sure. I feel bad saying this, but I just love watching Raihan lose to Leon. The way he shows his frustration is electrifying. That's nice. Raihan's uniform number is 241. I can't help looking for that number whenever I see lockers and whatnot. Okay, bye now. Hi there, Miss Trainer. Have you edited your league card at all? As you gather material for it, it becomes harder and harder to decide what you want to use. It's so much fun. Yes. I have a friend who told me that he dresses up as a Pokemon and does Poke jobs. But it's not me. It's a friend. It's you. Fuck you. It's you. I don't want to go into that cutscene that's over there. They want me to, but I'm not going to do it. Hiya! They call me Mr. Focus. I'm so focused and super strong. Are you up for a challenge? Sure. Oop, sorry, I didn't read the thing. Yeah, someone who played some or at least one memories funny of the OG 2D Sonic console games, they can be a wee bit ridiculous in their execution. I mean, they look nice and all. That's not what I'm saying, and it's like, and I know everyone adores Sonic Mania. I'm not saying they're necessarily bad, I just don't like them. And sometimes, at least when I played them, again, there were just certain points where I felt like everything just slowed to a crawl. It's like, I thought I was supposed to go fast. Oh no, I've fallen into the fucking bottom layers of this level where there's nothing but water. And what does Sonic do in water? Oh, that's right, he moves as slow as fucking molasses because he can't swim. Great, amazing, spectacular, I love it. Meaning I hate it. You won the battle. Focus. I love how just downtrodden these black belts look when you beat them. How they like rub the top of their hands like you smack them with a ruler or something. You think they'd be able to take it, but nope, they just look kind of pitiful. Which is fun, I guess. I don't know, it's an interesting defeat animation. Hiya! Were you a bit surprised? There are so many ways to battle, right? You got a focus sash. Shut up. Okay, I'll pass this focus sash on to you because you were so focused. I mean, I almost died either way. I don't know how... What attack did that Kaane use? Was it reversal or something? Study the combination of your Pokemon moves and items to direct your focus towards battle. Yeah. Bye-bye. Bye-ya. Instead of hiya. I'm sorry, that was bad. We're just gonna get bad jokes tonight, guys. I'm also out of it because my sleep schedule is atrocious. And normally it's atrocious. But again, the aforementioned seasonal depression, I'm just going to call it seasonal depression. It's probably seasonal depression plus regular depression, but I'm going to ignore that idea. That's not healthy, I know it's not, but I'm not going to change it. Nope, I'm a bad person. Anyway, I saw the ruins at Stow Inside, but I don't really get art sometimes. I've been staying up until like 8 in the morning and then sleeping until 4 in the afternoon. Sometimes even if I go to bed, I'll still sleep until 4 in the afternoon. Like when I go to bed early is what I meant. There's a word missing there. I'll still sleep until 4 in the afternoon. Like, I just want to sleep all the time right now. I have like zero energy to do much else. Unless it's maybe playing video games, which I can't spend all my time doing because I got work I have to do. But then I'll still sit there and play video games instead. It's really bad, and I know it's bad. And I'm not sure how to fix it. Maybe I need to take more vitamins. She keeps going on about art, but really all that matters is whether you like what you see or not. These clothes I'm wearing, they were given to me back when I was a student. They're made from durable Pokemon silk, so I believe they'll last me a good while yet. Are they magic? Do they also grow with you? Student? Like, what age student? You're ancient now. And I'm pretty sure at least a little taller from when you got them. That's amazing. One pair of sunglasses can change your whole look, right? So of course I'm going to take my time picking the perfect pair, right? Sure. I look good in just about anything, so I have Corella pick out my clothes. Why? Also, I'm saying that name wrong. How do you say this? Curlilia? I don't actually know how to say this Pokemon name. How do you say this name? Whatever, I'm never using one, so it's fine. Anything interesting that I want? Probably not. We're picking this up for later, so I don't forget about it. It's for like one of those random side questy things. Oh, that's a cute hoodie with the Gengars on it. I wouldn't wear it though, it's too pink. I wouldn't wear any of these skirts either because they're skirts. I don't know why they give you sock options. If you're wearing pants, you don't get to see the socks. I know the dog for this logo is supposed to be a Bolthound, whatever, but it makes me think of Rocket Dogs, which is a shoe brand. I'm assuming they only make shoes. I've only seen Rocket Dog shoes, but they make me think of Rocket Dog shoes. I used to have a pair back in the day, which is why I'm kind of familiar with those. This is a battle. Oh, it's a battle cafe. I don't really want to battle him though. My sister's always been quite the eater. She's got the ridiculous ambition of competing with Snorlax. Maybe I want the extra large size. Okay, you do you. I love giving Wobbuffet a little poke. The way it bounces back is so satisfying. I like the theory that goes that the blue part of Wobbuffet is just a decoy and the actual Wobbuffet is its tail. I don't know, I think that's a fun theory. Enjoying a nice meal while watching the match. This is how elegant Galarian ladies spend their time. Though I guess, why not have, like, eyes on its tail? Watching the gym leaders battle makes me want to have a Pokemon of my own. Whose Clefairy is that then? Is that your Clefairy? They say there are over 200 Pokemon abilities. Study them well and you don't have to worry about being taken off guard during battle. I don't want to battle you. No, I'm not gonna go into the salon. Not too many gym challengers make it all the way to Raihan. I really wish we could see more matches with him and his Pokemon. I want a cool Pokemon to be my partner. No, you only get a lame one. Say, I saw a Sparkle in this corner. Noibat loves fruit. It's always looking for it using ultrasonic waves. God, this NPC dialogue. I've been told that Hammerlock's Gym Stadium is located right in the center of the Galar region. Cool. I heard that the Meowth of Galar looked different from the Meowth of Kanto or Alola. I think it's called a regional form. A lot of people buy replicas of Leon's uniform, but no one can wear it because the cape's too heavy. I could wear that cape. Fuck you guys. He agreed to meet at the Pokemon Center, but I've been here a while and still no sign. Maybe I should go check the other Pokemon Centers? Yeah, that's the problem when you have multiple in a town, but it makes sense to have multiple in the town. I'm all ready for my hike. I bought plenty of chocolate. I feel you, dude. I feel you. I heard that the gym mission of Stow-on-Side can make you right dizzy. Yep. The gym challenge, eh? I hear you're supposed to head to Stow-on-Side first. Next, Ballonlea? I didn't actually read any of these. I just kind of skip over the town names when they get up. Billboards are pretty heavy. So what you do for things like trade evolutions? Trade evolutions. You mean what do I do in my other game for trade evolutions? Nothing so far. Sir Chester, Spike Muth, and then finally to Hammerlock. Yes. There is a specific order you must do the gym challenge in. Do not forget this. You must do it in a specific order. Excuse me, you need permission to enter the vault here in Hammerlock. Okay, don't have to yell. Right on against Gastrodon. I'm at a disadvantage in terms of type matchup, but experience is on my side. Gastrodon, I choose you. Squee, squishy, squishy, squish. Are you trying to speak its language or something? You're weird. I'm leaving. I don't want to talk to this kid anymore. Toxel are so cool. I really, really want one. If you got a Toxel, would you please trade it for my Togepi? No! Get your own damn Toxel. We'll get her one later. Okay, I want to talk to him real quick. Psst, hey you heard the rumor? I have not. What? You haven't heard? There's a rumor that if you give the one you like an Applin, he'll be together forever. Oh honey, it doesn't work that way. I'm sorry. Actually, the truth is, there's someone I like. She's gonna move overseas pretty soon. I've been searching for an Applin so I can get my feelings across the right way. But I can't find one. You're in the wrong area. If you got an Applin, would you please give it to me? Yes. Don't worry, I'll get it back. It's fine. Wow, I did it! I finally got an Applin! Yeah. Thank you so much. Sure. Since you went through the trouble of giving me an Applin, I've got to tell her how I feel. Cutscene time. But it's not Hopper Bee telling me bullshit, so fine. Sorry I'm late. What was it that you needed to talk about so suddenly? How's your packing going? Pretty much everything's been packed. Since I'm moving away tomorrow. Yeah. Hey, check out this Pokemon. It looks like an apple. Oh, an Applin. Amazing. Did you catch it? Well, no. Someone gave it to me. I'm sorry. I really wanted to give you an Applin that I caught on my own, but, well... just forget it. I can't give you this Applin. You're right. I can't take it. Yeah. Even if we're separated and far away from each other, I'll still be waiting for an Applin you caught yourself. Oh, shut up. Wait, do you mean? And, I'll see you later. Blech. Say, what do you think that was about just now? Do you think it meant, good on you, I guess. Thank you? Wait, does that mean what I think it means? Really? Really? I can't believe it. Woohoo! Sorry, I just never thought that we both felt the same way. Right, well, I better give this Pokemon back to you. Thank you for giving me back my Pokemon. Here, take this too. Think of it as a reward for helping me take that first step. Thank you for the apple. I'm gonna catch an Applin all by myself. And then someday I'm gonna go give her that Applin. Yeah, I better get searching for an Applin. They're on... What route was it? Like Route 4? Thanks again, mate. See ya. Hold on, I'll look at my Pokedex. I'll tell you exactly where to get one. Okay, he's gone. Whatever. Alrighty. Oh, it's not in my party. Hold on. Apple. Apple gets apple. guess it's a dumb idea to use your sweet apple on just the first Applin, because if you want the special Dynamax version, you probably should have waited. I didn't wait on my other one, though. Yay, we got an apple dragon. Look at it. Look at how derpy it looks. It looks like an apple pie. Hooray. Yeah, I probably should have waited until I actually got one that would do the special Gigantamax thing. Oh well. Is there another way to get a sweet apple in this game? Sword and Shield sweet apple. Or did I just screw myself out of it? I'm assuming they would... Where to find additional sweet and tart apples in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Time to grind for some apples. Oh. Players can find additional apples under certain trees in the wild area. The chances of finding one, however, are pretty low. While players explore the wild area, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you can find them. Whatever, that's fine. To be fair, you seem to need a very low IQ on average to exist in the Pokeverse. Yeah, that's true. Can't even ask someone where you find them at. Its body is covered in sweet nectar, and the skin on its back is especially yummy. Children used to have it as a snack. What? Kids used to just eat apple dragons? Wait, you can tell if a Pokemon will Dynamax or Gigantamax? Yes! Let me get out of this, and... They have a special mark, actually. I don't have any Pokemon that has the mark, probably. But, if you go into the summary, next to the Pokeball icon, next to the name will be a Gigantamax mark. Again, oh, wait. I know which ones I can show you that have it. The Eevee and Pikachu you get from having a Let's Go Eevee or Pikachu, save file will give you a Gigantamax Eevee and Pikachu. Now, as you see here, Tyrogue does not have the mark. But, if we go to Pikachu here, it has the Gigantamax mark next to its Pokeball icon. And that is how you tell whether or not your Pokemon will do the special Gigantamax form when you Dynamax it. It's only if you have this symbol on it. Where's my Eevee? Oh, there it is. So that is how you tell. And the only way you can tell, of course, is if you catch it. So you pretty much just gotta catch a shit ton of them. Yay. And even Pokemon that you catch that have a higher Dynamax level, which just dictates how much HP they get when they Dynamax, does not necessarily mean that they will have the Gigantamax mark, as you see here. Yes, Gigantamax is like Dynamax Plus, if you will. It allows the Pokemon to have access to extra Dynamax moves that they wouldn't normally have if they're just a regular Dynamax Pokemon. I had to look this up. Moves that only select Pokemon can learn. They're called battle combo moves. Do you want your Pokemon to learn one of them? No, I don't want to. That guy's down there if you need him for later. And of course we can't go any further because Team Yell. Can't you see we're practicing our chants here? You're not passing. You're not passing. You're not passing. Not through here. You'll not get through till we're all done here. Good for you. Bye-bye. But no, I was wondering that too because I had a Corviknight and I Dynamaxed it and it didn't do the thing and I'm like, wait, what? It's because you need the special symbol for it to do the thing. Again, I probably shouldn't have evolved the Applin that doesn't have the mark, but you can get other apples even if it is a pain in the ass. But you can still get other ones, so it's not like it's a one-time only thing. Still ignoring that cutscene. Fuck that noise. Well, boys, I'm already getting hungry. Time to have some apple pie. I don't like apple pie. I don't like pie. Would you like me to see if your Pokemon are feeling friendly towards you? No. Come back if you ever want to know. This is how you tell? Okay, fine. You want to know if your Pokemon have really been giving it their best effort? No. Oh, I see. You and your Pokemon have the potential to become great friends. If you have your Pokemon hold this item, your friendship may grow even stronger. Give me that Soothe Bell, thank you. Have a Pokemon hold the Soothe Bell, and that Pokemon will go friendly faster than normal. Thank you. Bye-bye now. I wish there were box lunches you could eat on the train. They'd be so popular. Bento? Those exist in other places, but okay. Children can't get through the wild area, so we have to ride the train. It's safe. We don't need an adult to ride with us. Speaking of Japanese food, I know the curries in here are supposed to be based off English curries, but every time I have to make a curry in this game, it makes me hungry. And we are talking about Japanese curry in our Japanese class, because again, it's something you see everywhere in animes and video games, what have you. I wanted to know what it was like, so the other night when we went out with my cousins, we went to a Japanese restaurant after Frozen 2, so I got my first curry rice, and it was great. I raise and live with Rookidee just because I love them so much. I've got nothing to do with flying taxis. That's fine. There is a camp, a tent you will come to later on in the game, where there's a lady there, and then usually there's another girl also camping there with her. They're just both NPCs, but all they have are Meowths. I think the girl at least has the different varieties of Meowth, but there's at least, 8 different Meowth there, so it's just a crazy cat lady that's going camping with her cats, which, fine. Why, hello there, young lady. Are you interested in weather? Sure. Hold on. Oh, is that so? Well then, let me get started. If the sunlight is harsh during battle, fire-type moves become more powerful, while water-type moves are weakened. The sunlight will thaw out any frozen Pokemon, and they'll be immune from being frozen while the weather lasts too. Moves that use light, like Solar Beam, can be performed in one turn. The effects of some other moves also get enhanced, like those of Growth and Synthesis. Certain moves, like Thunder or Hurricane, become less accurate. Thanks for listening so politely. Please take this. So this gentleman here, he'll give you a different weather boosting item every day you talk to him and listen to the weather. I think there's 5 items, so if you come back the next day, he'll give you something else. An item, blah blah blah, sunny day. In case you didn't know what that guy did. Hooray! That old jit in the Poké Center is quite the jack of all trades, don't you think? He can make Pokemon forget moves, or even have them remember moves they've forgotten. But yeah, ever since I had that first curry rice, I've been kind of craving it again. It's kind of annoying me. We all know that dragons guard treasure. It's definitely fitting that Raihan's the guardian of the vault. I did find a place nearby that has curry rice though, so I might have to get curry rice sometime this week. Really should visit Wyndon sometime. People from all over the world gather there. Okay. The vault is outside of the stadium. I wonder if there's something special about people who find wishing stars. Nope, none at all. Once I become champion, I'm going to gather all the wishing stars in the world and give them to you. Okay, weirdo. And can't you see we're practicing our cheers here? M-A-R-N-I-N-E. That's how we spell victory. Okay, I'm mad now. I'm mad at you now. I'm mad at you, Team Yell Grunt. I'm mad at you now. I hope my friend gets here soon. I think P-Dove is aiming for my food. Just give it some, Jesus. Oh hey, the Pokemon Journal. I should pick up the latest edition. You do that. This job requires you to be alert. You need to dodge P-Dove droppings. Alright, sure. All sorts of people come to stations. Every day there's something happening. It's a shame that they have to put these NPCs here and they don't do jack shit. I mean, I guess the other Pokemon games had NPCs like that, but still. Today's meal is even better than yesterday's. You can't buy it though, so fuck you. Life's all about restaurant hopping. I'm gonna eat at all the restaurants along the Galar Railway until I drop. Okay, you have fun with that. Bye now. If he gives it food, it will never leave him. Maybe he doesn't want it to leave him. Free Pokemon. Strawberry Sweet. We could evolve our Milcery into an Alcremie. But again, that's another Pokemon with a special Gigantamax form, so I probably shouldn't until later. I've heard that Pokemon in the wild area hide all sorts of things in their dens. There are apparently even odd Pokemon that collect TRs. Technical records. Now we're going to talk to this girl. Remember this girl. She's important. You should do it if you want a Reaper Cloth. At least a free Reaper Cloth. Yeah, kind of annoying that the station NPCs are utterly useless. Yeah, and you don't even really have to go into the station. You have flying taxis, so why would you go into the stations? Like, they're almost pointless after you get access to the flying taxis. You only have to use the stations, like, at the very beginning of the game. Hello there, you look like someone I might trust. You see, there's someone I fancy, and I've written him a love letter. Do you think you might deliver it for me? Sure. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad I found someone like you to help me. My name is Paula. Here you are. This is the letter I want you to deliver. You obtained an old letter. Old letter. A letter entrusted to you by a girl to be delivered to a boy. Strangely, it looks old to you. Deliver it to Frank for me, won't you? Frank and Ballolea. That's who you want. Okay. Well, there's the vending machine with the drinks. Yeah, but they could put those vending machines nearly anywhere. They don't have to put them just in the train stations. And if that's the only way for going, well, only reason for going to the train station, that's just kind of silly. Again, I know you kind of have to have the train stations considering the setting, but because you have flying taxis, there's really no point to them. Mr. Chairman, I've been collecting badges. Oh, I've been collecting both wishing stars and gym badges as fast as I can. Good work, Bede. I hate you. I hate all of these characters. I don't even have a real issue with Chairman Rose except that horrendous outfit. But the other two, I hate. I'm glad you haven't forgotten that it was the chairman who endorsed you. If I gather enough wishing stars, that'll help you solve the problem that's been bothering you, right, Mr. Chairman? Oh no, there's a bigger issue, and that's why we need the wishing stars. Oh no. Hello, Brazen. Oh, it's not just about me. It's for the future of the whole Galar region. And we'll need more than just wishing stars. We need a powerful Pokemon trainer, too. Someone like the champion. With all due respect, sir, I was able to show Hop, one of the champion-endorsed trainers, just how outclassed he was. I'm sure I'll be able to defeat the champion. No, I will defeat the champion. Shut up, Bede! That's the spirit. It takes healthy competition to really keep the gym challenge energized. Challenger Bede, there is something I wish to discuss with you. Do you have a moment? Those two are cut from the same cloth. They're obnoxious and I hate them. I hope you were listening, Phil. Yes! I hope you were eavesdropping! The plot of this game is quite lacking. You can add that to the list of things to criticize. Yay! Lacking plot! I mean, what would we have, though? The overbearing plot that is that of Sun and Moon, or the underlacking plot that is this game? And again, I don't know if I really cared for the plot in X and Y. It was just Lysander being dumb. That is the game. Lysander's being dumb. He wants to use a super weapon to destroy the fucking world and recreate it in his own stupid vision of beauty. Dumb. Stupid. Lysander, calm your fucking lion-headed ass down. I always hated his hair. Like, how do you get your head? Can he only wear button-up shirts because of his hair? Can he not just put on like a pullover because it takes fucking forever to get his head through it, or it'd make, stretch out the neck hole? These are the real questions. Anyway, I hope you were eavesdropping on our conversation. You are a protagonist after all, and I need you to actually do the thing Bede said he was going to do because you are the protagonist. As you know, wishing stars are those mysterious stones that are even attached to your Dynamax bands. Yes, I have one. There are more to wishing stars than just making your Pokemon into giants, though. They hold far more energy than that. Are they power moons? If you're curious, you should head to the stadium. In fact, we should head inside right away. I'll even give you a little lesson on how the Galar region gets its energy. Can I give you a lesson on how to not dress like an old man, pretending he's not an old man? I like my curry sweet, but then my father always adds too much bitter seasoning. Chairman Rose himself once participated in the Champion Cup. He really took off after the semifinals. Have you visited Hammerlock Stadium yet? It looks super rugged. No, I'm going right now. Shut up, lady. Hello, Twaz. How are you tonight? Yay, more cutscenes. I love cutscenes. Whoa. Hammerlock Stadium doubles as an energy plant. Now, have a look at my tablet. I've got all the information you need on it. Yay. PowerPoint presentation. See, an easy to understand description of the energy plant. Except it's not, because I can't read gibberish! I'm assuming the weird Q delta upside down L with a line delta upside down delta thing means Galar. Cause that assembly of... Has anyone actually like tried to fucking translate the, like... You know how they have ways that you can decipher different like Legend of Zelda fonts because people bothered to do that? Apparently. Where the fuck is my pen? Pen? God damn it. Where's my pen? Oh, it was under the chair. I didn't have to get up at all. So, like, if we assume this weird Q thing is a G, this upside down triangle is an A. This is an L. And the other one is an R. Like, could we sit here and reverse engineer this language? I mean, old man is one thing, polka dotted shorts in particular is another. I'm alright, my D&D game got cut short and I'm hoping the players still enjoyed it. Time to de-stress. Like, English ciphers or fantasy language is a thing and I love it. FF14 has 2 at the moment. I'm gonna toot my own horn and say I'm good at these. I started DMing a game with Brazen and his wife and we only got like a quarter of the way through the first bit because I'm bad at it. But no, really, can we... has someone already done this? I'm not gonna sit here and do it. Let's see. English translation for Galar alphabet Pokemon. Let's see. Galar language research on the Pokemon Reddit. Here's Game Freak's logo is found on the certificate. Here are 2 other lines of text on the certificate. But that would make the letter for R the same as the letter for F. Oh no. That first letter though is... I can't show you guys because I don't have a cursor. The reason why there's so much confusion is because the game doesn't just use direct English alphabeticals. It mixes different language, primarily Japanese, naturally. Okay, apparently R is different. Whatever, I'm not doing this right now. We'll look into this later. Food for thought, I guess. Nice, I just got the shiny Eberron book. Just wish I had more chances to play, especially with the spaceship and Star Wars books I finally got. Are there any new like D&D rule books? I don't collect any of the like adventure books yet because I've only been practicing DMing, but I like to get ones that add other races and classes to the gameplay. I have quite a few. I just don't know if there's been any new ones in the last couple of months because I haven't played in a while. See, look, Rose is different down there too. Why is Galar... Maybe that's not Galar then, but that would make sense if that was Galar. What is Galar? No, Galar's the same and... This is gonna bother me, and it shouldn't bother me. I'm doing other things. This is how much I don't care about their story. No, it's still spelled with an R in Japanese. But Rose's name down there at the bottom just is Rose. It says Rose down there like twice. But the thing after it does not go into chairman. That's not enough letters. Whatever, not doing this. Moving on. See an easy to understand about the energy plant. First energy is absorbed from Hammerlock Stadium's tower. Does one of these say Hammerlock? Not doing this. Then it's changed into electricity in the underground power plant and delivered to people throughout the region. Cool. Our lives in society require various types of energy sources, such as electricity, natural gas, and water. My associate groups aim to improve everyone's lives by harnessing the power stored in wishing stars. So they're power moons. You're just trying to turn your region into New Donk City. Their own book is another setting guide, so you might like that. Oh, okay. That was all my shit roll. Your rolls are fine. It's just that I think we kept getting distracted by other things when we were playing. I have a card table now, so sitting around the table and having more chairs will make it easier to play. So good to know, right? Yay. Maybe capital letters are different. You might like that S and S stuff I mentioned earlier too. I'll send you a link later. Yes, please do. I should get a move on before Elena decides to give me another earful. Phil, I suggest you head over to the vault next. Just head toward Route 6 from the stadium and you should find the vault without any issues. I was already over there. I was told I wasn't allowed to go in. But if the chairman says I'm allowed to. Mr. Rose is so wonderful, so gentlemanly, and he dresses like a bum! There's a lift, but it seems you can't use it right now. Sorry, only authorized personnel are allowed to take the lift down to the power plant. Oh boy. Was that the chairman? Here for business, I guess. Yes, in his stupid outfit. No, I don't want to buy a uniform. No, I don't want to buy a uniform. I can't get Pokeball shoes. I checked the guide, by the way. You can't get Pokeball shoes. The replica uniforms only just copy the clothing, not the fucking shoes. They just give you fucking color-coded shoes to go with it. I want my fucking Pokeball shoes. Seriously, if they actually legitimately made those, I would buy them. Hey there, thanks for rolling by to have a chat with your mate, the ball guy. It looks like you managed to level up your team quite a bit. Well, guess what? I've got the perfect Pokeball to celebrate the occasion. Yay, level ball, great. Ooh. Some peeps of mine made a whole ass science fantasy supplement for 5e. It's really, really cool. I'm a rebel that doesn't play D20 based systems. I'm more interested in story driven and D6 based systems. I like to play games, so I don't care. That's how I feel. Unless it's... Guys, I got the Naruto Shippuden board game in Brazen, and his wife and I tried to play it, and I don't understand how they expect you to actually win it, because the rules are stupid. They're like, play it on easy first, so you get a feel for it, but even when we played it on easy, I don't think we beat it. It's a poorly made game. IMO. We only played it like 3 times, but it wasn't very good. And I only bought it because it had a tiny little Kakashi standee in it, and that's all I wanted it for. Could also be that they included the ch sounds as 1 letter as opposed to 2 letters, and also different than chi. I know languages like Spanish consider those letters individually, such as ch and il. True. Had a nicely successful Kickstarter and just recently made the hard copy purchases at the books available. I got that game. I just picked up Monster of the Week. Is that one any good? I like Monster of the Week. I've played that one a few times at the place I used to go to for D&D. Of course, I don't know if I can play there anymore because they meet on Thursdays and I have karate on Thursdays. I liked Monster of the Week. I thought that one was fun. A Pokeball that makes it easier to go lower than you. Blah, 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 blah. Shut up. Get away from me, bald guy. Done talking to you now. Elena can be a little too scary sometimes. What happens if I talk to you? You need to gather 7 gym badges if you want to face the Dragon-type user Raihan. Fuck you. I liked Monster of the Week. It was different. Though it was hard to like not meta game in it. I guess it's good for maybe training yourself not to metagame. But from the little I played of it, oh god damn it. Bigger Hop. I mean Leon. Phil, seems you're doing well collecting gym badges. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. Fuck you. But Hop, did something happen with him? He was acting really odd when I ran into him. He took one look at me and immediately was like, I'm so sorry, Lee. It might be the first time I've heard him apologize for anything. I have no idea what it was for. Maybe he's feeling down because he's had some hard losses in battle? He lost to that Challenger Bead. I told him fucking not to. When you lose, you feel down in the dumps. But then there's nowhere left to go but back up. You got to think on why it was your loss, though. You know, that little brother of mine, I think he might yet become a surprisingly great trainer. Blast, and look at the time. Nearly forgot my meeting with the chairman. That Elena really lets me hear it when I'm late. Now, if only I can remember which way to go. You can't be that bad at this. Leon. It's funny, but it's also sad. Leon, it's right there. It is right there. You turn your head slightly to the left and look up. You see the giant building in the center of town? Anyway, I'd say that you should go and say hello to Raihan while you're here, Phil. He's the greatest rival I've got in the final hurdle you'll have to face in the gym challenge. He should still be around the vault if you hurry. It's down that way, on the way to Route 6. I know. It's been 5 minutes and I've been told the same thing twice. I wouldn't know, don't have much time for RPGs anymore, but I've been looking into Open D6 and Vampire the Masquerade recently. Last thing I did was a GURPS campaign I read. It was something. What does GURPS stand for? Hey, I'm bringing you over some meatloaf tomorrow. Oh, fuck yeah, meatloaf! He's on par with Zoro's. You said go north, so I went up as far as I could. I mean, fine. See, I don't know. Zoro not knowing directions seems to work better. He at least seems to apply a little bit of logic to it. A little bit. Leon here is like, I'm apparently blind. This is my seeing eye, Charizard. Which way is what? It's like whenever someone tells him directions, it turns into a different language, and he just smiles and nods because he's too polite to tell them he doesn't know what the fuck they're saying. GURPS is a lot of things. I can't give enough praise to the books themselves. Writing is fantastic, but there's so much to pick apart. The Steve Jackson games don't care about it. The books aren't very well put together either, making it just a slog to put together at times. Generic universal roleplay system. Oh, I see. In Roanora, it's amusing because he plays it so deadly serious. Yeah, Leon's just dumb. I like Leon. He seems like he's nice enough, but at the same time, it's like... I know they call him an airhead and stuff, it's like, but really? Wow, at times. Yes, you run around with billboard cape. Where are you going? It's right there! Leon, come back! The building is... Hold on. Where were we? We were here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Leon is 20 steps from where we were! Idiot! Earnest and well-meaning, but dumb. Yes. It was literally 20 steps from where we were talking. Okay, that's 20 steps running. We're not doing that walking, because I can't be bothered. But why'd you run the other way, you moron? I feel so bad for his Charizard. Like, oh my god, this idiot again. We've been to this town how many fucking times for challenges or some bullshit like that, and he still doesn't know what the fuck he's doing? Okay, cool. Hello, Raihan. You're different than the guy that was here earlier. Oh! If it isn't the trainer endorsed by the champion. Well, I'm one of the trainers endorsed by the champion, but yes. Let's see. What was your name again? Don't pull Professor Oak on me. Ah, right, Phil. I mean, at least you're smart enough to use your stupid phone. Fine. And if Leon himself recognized your potential, then I guess you'll grow into quite the trainer. All the same, though, anyone wanting to challenge the mighty Raihan has to prove they're up to it by earning 7 Okay, technically I can't get mad at this. Technically... Oh no, Zoro's my favorite character in One Piece, the little I've seen of it. Anyway, I can't get mad at him by telling me that I need to get 7 gym badges. Well, I kinda can. I don't have to really be told this because there's a certain order, and he's the last one. Ergo, you have to get 7 to beat him because there's 8 gyms in the gym challenge. That requires you to challenge the gyms in a certain order. There are 8 of them. Yeah? Now, I can't get mad, though, that he's telling me this, because I didn't have to talk to that NPC in the gym that tells me this exact same thing. But it still happened, so I'm still going to be a teeny tiny little bit mad about it. Just a little. Just a little. Just a little. 7 gym badges. 7 minutes. I already knew that. Ah, so you're here to see our treasures, are you? Why does your mouth open the way it does? It's awkward and I don't like it. Are you okay? Gaining a better understanding of Pokemon by studying history certainly isn't a bad idea. Uh-huh. I like your spirit, kid. Follow me, why don't you? On Twitter? I don't wanna. Fuck you. I'll check out OpenD6. Been looking for a more beginner-friendly system. Thanks. GURPS is really cool in theory. Universal is in the name for a reason, but I couldn't get into it. The system really values realism way more than others, too. Want to dig a hole? What kind of terrain? Weather? Tools? Character build? How long are you going to dig? How big is the hole? All variables you can consider. Talk about living life by the die. I'll even spare you one of my league cards. Great, thank you. I like how he has this over-the-top fucking hoodie, but he's just wearing a blue button up underneath it. I mean, fine. Whatever's comfortable, dude. Now on you go. If it's the vault you want, it's up those stairs there. How did this black belt get in here? Are you qualified to be in here? Did you sneak in? You need permission if you want to enter the vault. How did you get in? I'm kind of sad that none of these have flavor text. Hammerlock used to be the very center of the Galar region. We keep historical treasure in the vault. It's just up the stairs there. Thank you, everyone. Did you know the vault's up the stairs? It's up the stairs. Whenever you get a game guide, people in the game guide is always like, be sure to talk to everybody to get useful hints. But then they don't warn you. Half of those hints are going to be redundant things that you already know, but you're just going to get told 20 times in case you forgot, because you're dumb. Okay, maybe I'm projecting, but still. Still. Knock knock. Oh, yay. More story cutscene. Oh, the music died. Sonia, hello. Oh, you're here. Yep, it's me. Brilliant, aren't they? It's great that there are still treasured tapestries that can tell us of Galar's history. I'm gonna take a sip. This tea is room temperature now. Not as effective. Tastes fine, though, I guess. Two youths watching a wishing star. A disaster occurs. The two bewildered youths. The youths looking on at the sword and shield that stopped the disaster. I'm pretty sure they're either doing something from Double Dragon or Wonder Twin powers activate. Or a combination of both. The youths being crowned. Then they walk through a wardrobe and they're back to being 5. These tapestries tell the story of the creation of a kingdom in Galar. Say, young gym challenger, what sticks out to you most about them? There's 2 heroes. I'm gonna say the Darkest Day. I did the 2 heroes one and the other one. Right? That's got to be it. The story of the black storm that blotted out the skies is passed on through the years as a tale of disaster. That's what the Darkest Day is. Was there really only one hero, or were they 2? Or were there 2? And what even caused the Darkest Day? I don't care. I honestly don't. Thanks for letting me bounce some ideas off you. I think I've got some theories now. I'm going to research the tapestries a tad more, but you have your gym challenge, right? I'm cheering for you, so take a couple of these. I hope to see more of your wins. Nah, that's the Captain Planet summoning pose. You're right, it is. That sure sounds like a lot. Thanks for trying to run it so we don't have to. I looked at OpenD6 since it's free. Very big plus, and it's just simple and universal in a way GURPS isn't. Basic set is less than 100 pages last I checked. I can go through that in one sitting. It's also made to be very bare bones and modular, so you can plop bits from other games based on the system and go. It seems to be like a balancing act of doing things way too over the top, having too many details accounted for, like dice rolls or whatever random chance, or not doing enough for it, from the sounds of it. I'm not too knowledgeable in the subject, really, though, to talk about it. Not that I'm knowledgeable in anything that I talk about, so why am I starting now? Okay. The tapestries in the vault depict the heroes of the Galar region's past. I suppose if we got any modern hero, it'd have to be our champion Leon. Listen up, Phil. Your goal is to defeat that superstar Leon, so go conquer Route 6 and train yourself up along the way to Stow-on-Side. Okay. Don't tell me what to do. You're not my boss. Do what I want. What are you waving at? Oh, are you headed to Stow-on-Side, Gym Challenger? Everyone knows that Route 6 leads on to that good old town. Why are you waving? Who are you waving at? Why are you waving? Vroom, vroom, vroom. This bike pedal sound is weird, in my opinion. Oh, sleepy snake. What a cute Silicobra. Just look at those adorable eyes. Shh, it's sleeping. It's our duty as Team Yell to make sure Silicobra gets a nice peaceful sleep. Then shut up. Hello, old lady. Are you going to be my battle partner? I like you better than all my other rivals, except maybe Marnie. Hello there. If I promise not to wake the Pokemon, will you let me through? Oh, of course. It'd be our pleasure. Okay. It's not like she's going to go over to it and kick it. That doesn't look like a comfortable way to sleep. Oh, hey Phil. You're heading to Stowonside, right? Hello, Hop. Oi, Team Yell, don't suppose you'll let us through? Nah, you kids are way too loud. Can't be letting you through. And we're particularly not fond of kids wearing the challenge band. With all your stomping around, Silicobra is sure to wake up. Right. What do you say, Phil? If we don't get past them, we won't be able to continue our gym challenge at Stowonside. I'll battle them. You're not gonna help? You're that down in the fucking dumps? I've beaten you how many times? Yeah, that's the spirit. You two are way too noisy. You don't want to wake up Silicobra now, do you? I swear, kids these days. Well, we've got no choice. We have to send you packing. It's all for the sake of Silicobra. They have nothing better to do they? Again, though, GURPS is designed so that you could take every mechanic you want and ignore the others, make your own. There's just so much so, and formatted in such an unintuitive manner that I personally felt overwhelmed. Not even the condensed basic version is very good. It leaves out a lot of stuff. Oh. Yeah, I feel like I would just get a bit over. That's the problem I have sometimes with like certain games. I'm thinking mainly RuneScape, because they let you do so much shit in RuneScape. I did the basic tutorial and they're like, look, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. And they have like 30 different things that you can level up. And it's like, this is the tutorial. I'm on the tutorial island. What the fuck is happening? And then I stopped playing. It just got too overwhelming for me. It's like, I see what they are trying to do, but at the same time, it just felt like way too much. I don't know if that's really fully comparable, but when it comes to like having too many options and just getting overwhelmed, that's the closest I can get to an example. Oh, so I tried to this is unrelated to anything we were talking about or the game we were playing, but on Steam I tried to put out a discussion regarding the issues I've been having with Deadly Premonition and at least the side quests. And of course I just get the most basic fucking answer in regards to the issue. It said one person gives only the one quest in chapter. Maybe you already finished this. In some quests, Emily, for example, needs special conditions. We know about the special conditions, but are they saying that an NPC will only give one quest per chapter? Because if that's the case, all the guides I've read are not saying this and make it sound like if you just wait within the game for 24 hours, that the other quest should trigger. And it's just not. So I'm not sure really what the problem is still, which is annoying. My favorite system right now is Savage Worlds. It's also setting agnostic. You can run fantasy or sci-fi or horror or modern. And as you get better at a skill, you roll a bigger die for it. It's got few enough rules that it's simpler than D&D 5e, and it's super easy for the GM to prep NPCs and encounters. That one sounds interesting. I like the idea of like moving up, like the die system changing up as you level up that skill, because that would make sense. It makes sense to me anyway. Ooh, level ups. Blimey, even your battles are too noisy. You're the one with the fucking horn. I think I'll leave this to you, Phil. Keep up the pace. Okay. Oh, I didn't get a chance to switch out any of my team for maximum leveling. The one GURPS game I ran was a hassle even with a very loose set of rules. That was more down to my general inexperience as a GM. I tend to be a player and the unpredictability of my friends. I did not, for example, think that they would go thrift shopping out of nowhere during a burgeoning zombie apocalypse. Hey, you know, was it at least thrift shopping for useful things during the apocalypse, or was it just because they saw something silly in the area and thought they could just take advantage of it? Just clothes. Oh, okay, so they weren't even trying to get like survival items? Oh my god, stop with the fury swipes. Damn it. Ow. No, did it use fucking... Was I not paying attention? Did it use like fucking sand attack on me? Yes, it did. I've seen this animation. You think I would remember, but I don't. Well, you gotta look fly if you're gonna slay zombies. I wouldn't want to wear something nice if I was slaying zombies. You're gonna get zombie guts on it, and then it's gonna be gross. Can you hit it, please? Thank you. Ugh, why'd you have to be such a bother? Because you're being a bother first? Oh yay, my little bug is evolving. I like that at least the evolution animation doesn't seem to take as long as it felt like it did in older games. That's a positive, I suppose. While its burning body is already dangerous on its own, the successfully hostile Pokemon also has large and very sharp fangs. But he's so cute, look at it. Silicobra might wake up after all that ruckus. Then there's no point in us sticking around. Let's get out of here. We'll make these bothersome kids holler some other day. I don't think it cares. Phil, you and Carkol were brilliant together. Uh-huh. Are you okay? See, Bede really wiped the floor with me the last time we battled. And don't get me wrong, I can take a loss. Battling means you got to lose sometimes. Uh-huh. But he said that I was dragging Lee's good name through the mud, being so rubbish like I was. And I just can't get those words out of my head. Okay, you go up to Bede, you say, screw the Pokemon battle. You take your fist, you pull it back, and you punch him in the face. Because he deserves it, Lee. Hey. Hop, that's your name. Just punch Bede. Fuck the Pokemon battles. Just use your human fist to punch him. If I'm weak, then people will think Lee's weak too. But I don't want that. I can't let Lee get dragged down. He's the unbeatable champion. I'm gonna have to take some time figuring this out. See you around, Phil. Alright, fine. I mean, I'm a little bit worried about him. Silicobra's like, what the fuck? Hello. Like, okay, I'm gone, bye. I mean, I get it, but at the same time... You're one of the gym challengers endorsed by Leon, aren't you? Who's talking to me now? Oh, no. My name's Opal. If you want to know more, have a look at my league card. You got Opal's league card. Hooray. In a lot of ways, it wasn't meant to be a serious campaign. The PCs were a hobo that had voices telling them to burn things down constantly, and the other was a coked-up government agent. I also made the plot as nonsensical as possible. It didn't end well for them. Silly campaigns can be loads of fun. Every time I see Team Yell, I keep thinking of Nick Frost from Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, a little bit. I'll keep an eye on you, child. I want to see what you can do when you go all out. Okay. Just gonna slowly watch you leave. Can I go now? Can I play a game? This game's giving me flashbacks to the second fucking Tales of Symphonia, where you'd walk 2 feet and there'd be characters talking to you. You turn around and there's more characters talking to you. You do one more battle, more characters talking to you, and it's like, can I play the game? Can I go do other things in the game? No, you gotta listen to us talk for the next 15 minutes. You don't get to do jack shit. This is our story, and you're just along for the ride. And it's like, please stop. I just wanna not do what you're making me do. It's supposed to be an RPG, I thought. My super cute Pokemon is interested in your Pokemon. No, thank you. The latter is killed by a certain Scott from the Austin Powers movie, also the town mayor, and the former burned herself to death rather than have a candlelit dinner with said Austin Powers characters. They lost, to put it simply. What? Just that whole sentence is nonsensical. No, not metronome. Can you even U-turn when... Oh, she has 2 Pokemon. At least 2. Oh, Clefable. I don't remember this fight when I came through here. I don't. At all. No, not metronome. Oh, it makes partial sense with context. I haven't even gone into how the setting was pre-Powerpuff Girls downhill. What? I mean, I'm intrigued now, but what? But what? Oh, my tea's cold and gross. Yeah. Oh no, not Octolock. Damn it. Kill it. Kill it with fire. There you go. Let it be known that when I want nonsense, I get my nonsense. I see that. Oh, but yeah, I went to go see Frozen 2. My sister is surprised I wanted to go see it, but I had one friend who kept talking to me about it and I hadn't seen it yet. And I mean, I was curious again to see if it was gonna be any better than the first one. It was fine. I think I liked it a little bit better than the first one, but again, the first one is eh. I can't say that I mean, the first one's the first one, whatever. And yes, people say that I just didn't like it because of how popular and over the top it got, but again, I just didn't like it. Like, the story could have been stronger. I didn't think it was that great. And of course, everyone touts it being, oh, it's the first, like, Disney movie, or it focuses on sibling, you know, love and stuff like that. There's other Disney movies that did that. Lilo and Stitch kind of covered it, but it's like Brother Bear has brother in the title. And it focuses, you know, on the relationships between brothers. That didn't necessarily have a love theme in it. I mean, like a romantic love interest in it. They didn't do that until the sequel for Brother Bear. And even then, that was convoluted, but it was a Disney animated sequel. It wasn't going to be good. But Frozen 2 was fine. There were certain things, though, they would introduce a conflict and literally a minute later it would be fixed. I'm like, I'm sorry. I thought this was a problem. Nope, instantly not a problem. That and the one song that they're touting as like the main cover song that Brendan Urie did isn't even as good as like the second Elsa song in the movie. And it's like, why did this first song get the covers? And it wasn't great. Modern Disney films also have this terrible habit of last-minute twist villains. That is true. I saw a video. Was it Cosmodor? No. It's one of the various cartoon YouTubers that I watched that they kind of covered that Disney twist villains just don't work. And the twist villain in Frozen was just terrible. They kind of had a twisty villain in Frozen 2, but it wasn't nearly as egregious or annoying as the last couple ones that they've done. So it's fine. But Frozen 2 was fine. Yes, it looked pretty. That's fine. But again, not a pass for a movie. And they don't touch on it, but Anna, I don't know if she really developed any past it in this movie, but she still has this annoying, like, clingy attitude towards Elsa. Granted, you know, in the first movie it's because she wanted Elsa's attention, but in the second one, like, it's just kind of like smothering almost just how much she was hanging on to Elsa's fucking hands. Like, you're a goddamn adult. And I know their parents died, but still, like, I don't know. Maybe that's just part of her character. They don't really touch on it, but Anna just has, like, weird abandonment issues, maybe? I mean, family is great and all, but at the same time, she just doesn't... She doesn't want to pull back any or something. It's just kind of annoying to me. Well, welcome back, Brazen. I'm just ranting about Frozen. Technically, we need to catch these things. I don't know why I'm running by them. Well, not technically. I could just blaze by them if I wanted to, but this game likes to judge me if I don't catch shit. Oh, and we were... Oh, my bad. I mean, modern Disney films are fine. Everyone always likes to argue though. It's like, well, they look really good. People put a lot of hard work into them. Again, that's fine, but if your fucking story sucks or has like plot holes that are kind of hard to like ignore, like, I shouldn't have to fully turn off my brain just to enjoy a movie, because I can't anyway. I overthink everything as it is, so it's not going to happen in my case. But I don't know. I guess I'm one of those people that kind of misses the more... I don't know. A lot of modern movies, they like to do, or at least Disney movies, they like to do the twist villain things. They like to do twists in general. And it's like, yeah, twists are nice here and there. But it's like, I kind of miss the older Disney movies that were very upfront about what they were doing. Let's say Aladdin. I watched Aladdin recently. It's like, you have boy, falls in love with girl, uses genie to get a chance with that girl. Villain is unapologetically a villain. You know exactly what he wants to do right from the get-go. They don't try and hide it. They don't try and say, it was actually the monkey that was evil the whole time. Or something stupid like that. It's like I feel like nowadays they just try way too hard to be clever. with their writing, but when they try and do that, they don't think about like the complications that can add when you're trying to make a convoluted, twisty storyline. I don't know, it's kind of like how I feel with games. It's like sometimes they just have too much there, or they try to have too much there that's not actually anything of substance, and it takes forever to get to the point of things because they want to subvert expectations or whatever, or have a weird twist, whereas it can't just be a straightforward story. And it's like, yeah, those can sometimes be boring, but it's like, it's not always a bad thing to return to form. They work. And it's like, as long as there's a solid story behind it, then fine. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch us here, Mask, because it's one level above me. Give us more character villains instead of twist ones. Yes. I don't know, I'd watch that version of Aladdin where Abu was actually the evil mastermind. That might actually be interesting, yes. I think that's why I like the idea. I mean, it would technically be a twist villain, but it's like Abu being the evil one, I think is in the same vein as why I really like the Darth Jar Jar theory. It's stupid and silly, but it'd be really fucking funny if it happened. Cause I like a decent dose of stupid if it's well written stupid. Like, there's a fine line of doing something incompetently on accident and doing something incompetently on purpose. And doing something like that, I don't know if I'd even call that incompetent. That's just being really, really weird and out of left field. But if you're trying to do it on purpose without, I don't know what I'm getting at, but it's just similar energy. The short-tempered and aggressive Pokemon chugs stagnant water to absorb any toxins it might contain. Alright, good for you. Spark. Yeah, let's do Spark instead of Nuzzle, so you do more fucking... Well, we'll get rid of Growl first. I mean, with some good obfuscating stupidity. I'm apparently not... I don't know that word. A twist villain like that can really work. Yeah, see, it really depends. It's not like twist villains can't work. It's just Disney tries, at least modern Disney, tries to do all these ones that are convoluted and they're trying to act smarter than they are. Like, let's talk about The Incredibles 2. It's like, first off, who the twist villain is comes from a mile away, and you could sidestep that blindfolded if you wanted to. But they still act like they play it so seriously that when it comes, it's like, good for you. You did the thing that everyone knew you were going to do. If they somehow did a twist that Jack was instead the screenslaver, and for, you know, the whole year and a half he's been alive, he's been pulling the strings using his immense psychic powers, then maybe, you know, like an evil Boss Baby. It'd be like Boss Baby, except not Boss Baby. It'd be The Incredibles 2 with Jack. I mean, that's still stupid, and I probably would be angry if they did something like that, but it's like, I don't know, it depends on, like, what tone they insist on taking with it. The one in Frozen, okay, no more fucking Frozen. Frozen 1 is going to get spoiled. It's been out long enough, whatever. But Hans being evil is stupid. I mean, sure, motivations are there, but as I've seen in other criticisms of it, why didn't you just use the Duke of Weselton as the fucking villain? I get it, he's supposed to be a red herring, but it's like, you have, they had like so many different conflicts going on, and I don't think they were able to fucking focus on all of them at once. 'Cause, okay, you had the scuffle between Anna and Elsa. You had Elsa's conflict with just herself. You had the Hans Anna thing. You had the Anna Kristoff thing. Kristoff also kind of had a thing with Elsa, but not really. It was just a... Well, okay, no, he didn't. But then you had the Duke of Weselton thing. It's like... And... They just tried to throw out all these different plot threads that when they got to the end of the movie, they're like, oh shit, how do we fix this? Just say that they kicked him out of town or something. I don't fucking know. It's just... They wanted to confuse you so much. I think they confused themselves or didn't leave enough time for them to figure out what they actually wanted to do. And it's like, I know Frozen, yes, the trolls. God damn, they introduce those things like they mean something and they don't fucking mean anything. I hate the rock trolls. The trolls really piss me off, actually. Because again, as many people have pointed out, had the head rock troll, Pobby, not been so fucking vague with his doomsday prediction and scared the 5-year-old and made the parents freak the fuck out to where they isolated her from everything else, maybe things would have gone a little differently. But the thing is, I know this is kind of Frozen 2 spoilers, but not really, because this happens within like the first 15 minutes or whatever of the movie. When everything hits the fan and they have to go on the adventure, that's actually the movie. Poppy comes in and again has this really vague fucking prediction of the future. And it's like, you know, the last time you did this, our main characters with their big brain think misinterpreted it in a way that was a detriment to everyone involved in the long run. Maybe be a little... I get it. Magical future vision isn't that accurate. But it's like, you're not helping the situation. Why are you here? And the trolls in Frozen 2 are so shoehorned in. They're on screen for maybe a total of 5 minutes. It's like, you just have to bring them in to do something. So people don't constantly point out that they're there to do nothing. But they still are there to do nothing. They kind of have a role in Frozen 2, but on the flip side, what they're doing is also stupid. Because if you sit there and you think about it for a whole fucking minute, you're like, hold on a second, what's going on here? But you're not supposed to think about it. You're supposed to be like, oh yay, Anna and Elsa and Olaf and Kristoff and Sven, yay, magical adventure, woo! It just... I'll use my hat Creamy as an example here. It's a purposeful mess that attempts to adapt the vanilla FR plot, but not everything is as meets the eye. I've planted several hints, obvious and otherwise, as to the real nature of the plot, but leave it up to people to see if they figure it out before the big reveal. I use the clunkily, seemingly random nature of Creamy to mask that. It really is an art. Like, writing is an art. And when you see poorly written things like this, it just becomes that more apparent. Now, Gravity Falls, which everyone seems to be fine with still, which is good, because Gravity Falls is good. It's like they were, you know, slowly drip-feeding clues there in the background that fans could go back and, you know, find and piece together to kind of see what was coming. And that made it fun for the audience, you know, interactive stuff. Like, I really like ARGs. Alternate reality games that are connected to things I think are really cool. It's just, if you can pull it off successfully or not is a different story. But then it's like you have Steven Universe, and it's like they started to drip feed in clues since the very beginning, which was nice. Of course, then they had to go and, like, punch themselves in the face at the ending and just say, everyone's better now. Speaking of, if you're into Steven Universe Future has started. I forgot about it, and I saw fan art for it, so I had to go and find a place to watch it. But the first 4 episodes are out for Steven Universe Future. And they very quickly get to the point with addressing things that I'm glad that they decided to address first. kind of spoiler, but like the first episode itself has Jasper in it. I'm like, thank fucking God, because she wasn't in the goddamn movie, but she's in the fucking opening. Where the hell's Jasper been this whole fucking time? You just kind of forgot about her. And they're like, look, we didn't forget about her. I'm like, you still kind of did. But it's just... I don't know. Frozen by itself just kind of annoys me. The biggest annoyance I have with Frozen, and they kind of fixed it in Frozen 2, is just the music to runtime ratio. Now this is gonna sound weird, but it's like they front load the beginning of Frozen 1 with so many songs, and then the second half they forget they're a Disney musical princess movie. And they have 2 songs, kind of. 3, 2, 1. Summer, I would count in the second half of that movie. And Summer is a dumb song. And makes me mad that it's there. Because it doesn't really do anything to advance the plot. Which I guess it doesn't have to be. It's literally only there for character motivations or character background. Which I guess fine. I guess a friend like me was like that too, but that was also to show off Genie's powers in Aladdin. So I don't really know if that's comparable to Summer from Frozen, where Olaf just talks about the summer and nothing else happens. Because even at the end of the song, weren't they like, oh, that's nice, Olaf, let's go find Elsa. And then they just kind of forget about it. Like, good job, you did the thing. What just happened here? Oh no, not Venoshock. Not Venoshock! Oh, don't kill me. But it's like the second half of the movie has... Oh, okay, no. They have that conflict song between Anna and Elsa. I don't remember what it's called. And then they have the fucking Rock Troll love song in the second half. And it's like... That's all you have in the second half of your movie? All the good stuff was at the beginning. And I get it. It's conflict and stuff. So it's like maybe it's not the best point for songs. But again, it's like you look at other Disney films. Like, I really like Tangled. I know it's kind of cliche. It's your typical Disney princess story, and you know exactly what's going to happen. But the song ratio, the song distribution throughout that movie was very level. And I enjoyed that. And it's like Mother Gothel, she gets her dark evil songs. And it's like other villains, they still can have evil songs even when they're doing the evil thing. Like Jafar. At the end of Aladdin, at least the original version, because as far as I know, he doesn't sing in the new version. But it's like, he gets that reprise of Prince Ali when he's banishing Aladdin and Abu to fucking snow wherever he gets sent to. I don't fucking remember. But it's like, that was nice. It's like, nope, we can't have our big bad sing. It's like, okay, yes, Tamatoa in Moana gets a song, but that's like a midpoint, and he's not even technically the big bad, so I don't really count it. I mean, that song is fine, because it gives a bit more story to Maui, as well as just developing Tamatoa's personality about how he feels about himself and how he looks down on Maui, and it's like, that's fine. That's fine as a song. I am fine with that song. And it's like, yes, I know I'm not like a musical major of any sort, so maybe I don't have any room to talk, but it's like I still kind of see what works and what doesn't. It's like, but I can still like dumb stuff. Like, Olaf gets another kind of pointless song in Frozen 2. The message in it is fun though, so it's okay, but it's like, again, it doesn't really do anything in terms of story. It just gets them into a point of conflict for the other characters to find them after they get split up. It's like, was that the only point of this? I mean, okay, I guess it does something, but it's also extremely weak. If that's the only reason you're using this, particular song in this spot. And it's like, that only existed there because they established that Olaf likes to sing. So like, oh, we gotta have Olaf sing. And in general, he just has a much bigger role in the plot, which is fine, but some of it's like, oh, you couldn't trust the audience to see the first one. he more or less does a recap of the whole first movie. And it's like, I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure 95% of the people that came in to watch Frozen 2 knew what happened in Frozen 1. And granted, that recap was for the benefit of newer characters introduced to the story, but it was also a bit on the nose. I mean, I guess that's the only acceptable way of maybe doing a recap like that, but it's not like it's a flashback thing where you haven't seen it before. Again, I'm pretty sure most people that came in there had already seen Frozen 1. And it was just like this, granted, it's, I hate the scale of that Steelix so much. Yeah, no, the Steelix is a bit weird. I think Wailord is another Pokemon I don't like the scale of him. Like, when you're in battle, like, he's just like he's like a micro whale. And I'm like, what's going on here? Why is he so small? But yeah, their weird exposition dump for the sake of new characters. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. Because the audience... Ooh, it's burning. Because the audience, again, would have already known this information. So it was kind of pointless. Granted, it is, you know, a pretty amusing recap of Frozen 1 that he tells. It's still kind of dumb. I don't know. I just... Frozen 2 was fine. My cousin was joking at me that I'm too critical of movies when I see them, but it's like, I didn't like the first one, so going into this one I was lukewarm, and I came out being fine with it. That's all you can ask from me. Dried fried food curry, or dry fried food curry. Yes, the middle of Snowwhere. That's where he got sent. I don't know where the fuck Aladdin was sent to. I don't remember. But yeah, Frozen 2 was fine. There are, of course, a lot of visuals in it that are pretty, but like I just said, that's not a free pass for crappy storytelling. And the story was... it was fine. It didn't make me super annoyed or anything. I'm Carolus. I research fossils. Carolus, get it? It's funny. Oh, she's wearing two different types of shoes. Lol. Fossils in Galar are broken into top halves and bottom halves for some reason. Huh. Strangely, no matter which top and bottom you combine, they can be restored together. Perhaps within this mystery lies the key to understanding these combinable Pokemon. Huh. I don't know why I talked to her again. You get fossils here in a little bit. I just don't fucking remember where and whatever. Oh. Found them. Oh lord, this bit is just nonsense. What with the fossils? And their weird mixing of fossils? I mean, yeah, I get that a silliness really happened in English history, but... I love the disparity in quality between all the music in the game besides the one Toby did and the one Toby did. Yeah. I don't have a big issue against most Pokemon songs, at least in this one. Not that I've really noticed. Again, I really like the gym battle theme. That one's fun. The battle theme here, it's... the battle theme. I have to be honest, I don't really care for the wild area theme. I get what they're trying to do with the bagpipes in it, but I just don't care for it. I can't really say I've noticed much when it comes to the music here. I don't think it was ever said where Aladdin was sent. Snowwhere! That's what we're calling it. It's Snowwhere. Snowy nowhere. Because we're clever kids. We're kids now. We're all kids now. I came from far away to watch the gym challenge. I'd love the opportunity to battle a gym challenger. Dang, I'm giving this girl exactly what she wants. I don't want to do that. Oh yeah, double kick. I would hope that bringing in Toby Fox sets a good precedent to contract independent composers for bigger projects. There are lots of great composers out there that could use this recognition. Yeah, it'd be nice to like change it up. Because it wasn't even in Pokemon that he composed. He's composing for another one of their games, which I think is pretty cool. For some reason the name of the game escapes me, but I know that's been announced. Well, I love that the crowd sings along with the music in the gym battles. Most of the other songs are the same from previous game with little or no changes. No, the chanting part is my my favorite bit of the battle theme. It's kind of a detriment though if they didn't change up even the music a little bit between games. It's just more things for people to complain about them not doing anything new for these games. Also, it's like I know there's a lot of people saying it's like, oh, we went back and we looked at the old sprites and you just used the same sprites from the old games. It's like, well, maybe when they said that they had to they probably specified that they had to remodel all the Pokemon in 3D, but it's like, have you looked at the sprites? The sprites for this game, like in the boxes, I think look really nice. Maybe they meant that they redid all the sprites in the game for all the Pokemon. I don't know. Did anyone go back and compare these? Are these still the same? They might be the same. I don't know. I think they look fun. They might be the same. I don't fucking know. I mean, I get why people are complaining. But at the same time, I'm too nice, so I give it a pass, I guess. I need you out. Damn it, you killed my cotton. Well, it's not a cotton ball. You killed my dandelion flower. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay, wait a minute. Now I don't want to fight this. I like the Skorupi. It's cute. I like this Pokemon. I don't like its evolution very much, though. I'd love to see Tsukasa Tawanda come back to compose for a Pokemon game. He did the soundtracks for Coliseum and XD, and those sit right at the top of my favorite Poke OSTs. Oh, okay. I can't say that I unfortunately don't remember the music from, at least I only played Coliseum, so I definitely don't remember XD. But I can't really say I remember it too much. It's been a long time since I even played Coliseum. Because again, I was dumb and reset in my file near the ending and realized after the fact. I don't even remember what my full reasoning was for doing what I did then, but I did. Oh, come on! No, no bug bite. Don't die, don't die. Okay. I prefer most of Coliseum's OST to XD, but the latter has some fantastic tracks. You should really give them a listen. I will totally look into that. I like finding good video game music to listen to for, you know, background noise. Though nowadays I don't put on just music. It's usually just random videos that I've already seen most of the time. But I'll definitely give it a look-see. Even compared to Pokemon, it should still stand out, probably. We didn't go down here yet, did we? Damn it! Damn it! Another thing that I have noticed that I don't like about this game, with how limiting it is, I know we haven't talked about it too much here, is just how restricted fishing is in this game. That you're only allowed to fish in designated spots. And even after you, like, fish from that spot, you have to wait for it to, you know, refresh or whatever. Like, I don't fully understand why they did that. I mean, maybe it's so you're not out in the middle of the water where there's Pokemon on the overworld, you know, dicking about. But at the same time, it just slows down how often you can fish. And even then, when you do get to the ability to ride on the water, some of the Pokemon... That is a very strange restriction for fishing. Yeah, no, it really is. That and some of the Pokemon that you encounter in the overworld, like Mantike and Mantine and Remoraid, it's like the way that they jump around is like, how are you supposed to predict where they're going to come out in order to, you know, run into them to initiate combat with them? And it's like, I see what you're doing here. Again, I like seeing Pokemon in the overworld. But at least with these ones, yes, it's nice to see them jumping around like fish. But at the same time, it was hard to... Like, okay, let's say there's a Wailmer just floating there and you're trying to catch a Remoraid. Well, it's just jumping around all over the place. And I'm not sure where the fuck to sit to run into it to initiate the combat sequence. I mean, not all of the Pokemon do the jumpy around thing, but a lot of them do, and I'm like, why are you doing this? Can you please stop doing this? I don't know if it was just me, but it's just a little obnoxious, especially if you're trying to, you know, catch them all. It's like, well, this thing's a pain in the ass to catch. That, and even though I'm not at the level to catch the Laprases that you can find in the wild area, I'm so glad you can find them in the wild area, because in that area, the main... surfing area that you gain access to at first. I'm just gonna call it a surfing area. You only have a 1% chance of catching a Lapras there. I'm like, oh, fucking great. You're gonna do this again. I did not... And with how limited and restricting the fishing mechanic is, like, I am not standing here to fish for a Lapras. If it's running around in the grass to get a random encounter Pokemon or even a 1% overworld encounter Pokemon, fine. But I am not doing the fishing thing for that because it's just, it's not implemented very well. I don't know why they did it this way. Like I said, the only way I can reason it is so you're not in the middle of the lake. Oh, don't gotta worry about Manectric. He'll chase you down for miles. Fucking seriously. Some of these Pokemon are so goddamn aggro. Just bad. Hold on. Nope, where is it? Okay, no, there's an item over here. Okay, so I can't get over to it where I am, but you see that dark puddle or spot in the water over there? With the bubbles? That's the only place you can fish at. So, you'll be along, you know, a coastline, and you'll only have certain fishing spots like that. It's kind of like Deadly Premonition. But Deadly Premonition isn't a Pokemon game, so I shouldn't be limited as to where... Oh, can I fish from up here? No, and of course I can't fish from up on this ledge. I'm not reading that sign. It's just going to be some dumb trainer tip that I don't care about. I don't even know why I read signs. There's no point in these games to read signs. It's all the same Pokemon tips. This place is also annoying, like Astral said, because I feel like this ladder climbing animation takes like fucking forever. I don't get why. That, and you have to be in the right spot for the trainer to grab onto it. If not, you're just gonna bonk like 30 times. Like, yeah, I guess the other games function like that too, but that made a bit more sense in considering, you know, the 2D sprite plane. So yeah, you go to here and you only get to throw your fishing rod into that one puddle. Oh yeah, a Dreadnought. Great. Snoms are super cute. I like the Snoms. Replace trainer tips and creamy with Nuzlocke tips and put in actual helpful stuff. Reminders of Nuzlocke rule or explanation of certain changes that wouldn't be apparent. Well, that'd be nice. Some of them are just... You read them, it's like, why is this here? Like, don't put the signs in if you're not going to put anything actually useful in it. I'm surprised all the ones in this game don't just say, did you know the gym challenge requires you to challenge gyms? There are 8 of them! Of course, maybe I shouldn't put it past them to do something like that. Of course, if I was petty and I made a hack, I would just do that. I would just put redundant information, the same redundant thing on every fucking sign. Out of spite. Because this game pissed me off with it. I don't know why I'm wasting all my time on this fucking Dreadnought. I didn't have to fucking fight it. I could have just left. Why did that Dreadnought make the sound that the game makes when it's a trainer calling back, you know, their Pokemon? That wasn't only me hearing that, right? Did you know that if you interact with signs, you can read them? Isn't there actually a sign that says that? I'm pretty sure there's a sign that says that. So, okay, after you do that fishing spot, see, there's nothing here and you can't interact. Oh, shit. I pressed it right as soon as it... So, you can't interact with it until that spot refreshes or renews or whatever. That is how the fishing mechanic in this game works, and it's stupid. Oh, there's an Axew right there. There he is. Oh, we'll catch one. He's right there. But yeah, I think the fishing mechanic's kind of dumb. It's not like I used to fish a lot in the other games anyway, but you could at least fish wherever the fuck you wanted to. I mean, that was even one of the charms in Generation 1. Oh, fish in the fucking gym statues. Like, okay, that's funny. Not intended, but it works that way and it's funny. Shit, why'd I use U-turn? Nothing I have is... No. I want people to actually want to read my writing. I have poked fun at stuff like that, but never excessively. Things here and there, like some guy says the most generic RPG dialogue. I heard a rumor that monsters are coming back. See, stuff like that is fine in, again, like, moderation, but when that's all that the game does. And I get it, Pokemon games do that, but still. It just gets old after a while. No, not dual chop. No, not dual chop. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Nice. Oh, I was gonna catch that. Oh well. I forgot. All my Pokemon are dead or dying though. I need to get up to that camping spot again. Again, this game is just so baby-proofed, it's obnoxious the more you sit down and you look at it. And I know we've said it before, but I'm just gonna say it again. I understand it's for kids, but this is just insulting. The level that they want to restrict you. Another reason why NPCs tend to stay through so different things in Creamy breaks up the monotony and potentially makes you interested to know what NPCs have to say. Shockingly, they don't always have the same options. I like it in games when the NPCs, their dialogue changes depending on how, you know, certain... Oh shit. On, you know, certain events in the game. Like, they actually... I mean, granted, that's scripted stuff, but it's like... You know, that they actually live in the fucking world and things affect them instead of just being generic video game NPCs that only have one line of dialogue. Like, wow, that one person was late. I don't know, it's like I know you can only do so much without it just going too over the top, but still, it's finding that balance. Balance is hard. I'm not gonna say it's easy, or like I know how to do it. I don't know how to balance jack shit. But still. Isn't it Malamar? I'm just gonna... Some of these things that Twitch wants to fucking block is just... I don't know, I don't take offense for most sayings, but little shit isn't one of them. I don't know why I'm going to attempt... No, I don't want to do round! So I don't know why I'm going to attempt to fight this Dugtrio. It's going to outspeed me because it is a Dugtrio. That's what I use the news stories for. You get a very general sense of progression and region-wide events at least, and I also reference events elsewhere in the Poké World. Yeah, that's another one. It's like when they don't reference worldly events. I think in at least once the weather shit hits the fan, don't some of the NPCs like comment on it? Like, oh that's right, you live in this world where everything's going to shit now too. Great. I don't know why my head's hurting right now. Just a little bit. I think I'm hungry. I haven't been eating a lot lately. I just haven't been very hungry. I had those eggs, yeah, when I got up, but that was a while ago. So I'm a little bit, I think, more reserved than I was a second ago. Sorry. Okay, you're not being of any use to me right now. You just keep fainting. Of course, I could just cheat that. It's not really cheating. They give me the item. Now those are experience candies. Again, I still think the little sound this game makes when you organize things is like the same sound that they use in, or at least very similar to the one that they use in Stardew Valley. That's what it makes me think of anyway. Oh cool, I didn't even gain a level from that. Neat. I mean, I get their extra smalls, but Jesus. I didn't stock up on potions before we left the other town. For story-related reasons, Creamy canonically takes place during Kai Will's previous Pokemon adventure in Emerald. Therefore, some news stories are about Hoenn or have made a simple reference to the mentioned Kanto Johto lore. The meaning in the latter, though, is yet to be seen. This artist character gives a bad image to all artists everywhere. We don't all look like that. I mean, maybe sometimes. Either way, I'm offended. No, I'm kidding. Or am I? Yeah, I'm pretty much kidding. Smog. Really, I've just set up a shared world between my different projects, and that's just fun to tease. Meeting him, my first reaction was I need an adult. That's how I felt when I saw the police officer. It's like, why does he look like that? Well, Pseudo-Ludo. I like shared world ideas. It's just dangerous though. One reason why, okay, this is gonna be kind of a weird statement, and I know some people don't like it when I say this. But one reason why I don't like Game Theory or MatPat, I like his earlier stuff. They actually seemed a bit more well researched. But I hate his later things where he's like, any kind of Easter eggs anywhere means that everything is connected and they actually exist in that universe. It's like, no, sometimes things just, you know, make references to other things. That doesn't mean they're related at all. Can you please stop saying this? And it just drives me crazy. I don't know. Again, shared worlds are fine if that's what's intended. But Easter eggs are also fine, and it doesn't mean that there's a shared world involved. And I get maybe he was just saying that as like a joke or like really, you know, playing it up as a joke, but at the same time, it's like the way he presents things is like it's fact and it's serious and this is the only way it can be, and that's just one thing that kind of annoys me when it comes with certain game theory stuff. I mean, some of his Five Nights at Freddy's videos are interesting, but I absolutely loathe the Sans' Nest thing for the same reason as the entire, oh, Easter eggs must mean they exist in the same universe, so that means every character everywhere exists in the same it's like, no, that's not what that means at all. It just means that there's an Easter egg or there's similarities. That doesn't mean that they're all one and the same. And it's just one of those like weird pet peeve things that like drive me crazy. And it's like, if you like MatPat, that's fine. I just I don't know. I shouldn't pick on him too much. It's like, okay, at least he's confident. He can talk to people in a confident manner. I can't do that worth a damn. But it's like the kind of know-it-all attitude, which I guess comes with kind of the territory, drives me crazy. Just getting here was so satisfying. I can't imagine what seeing the ruins will feel like. Oh, that's right. We came here to see the ruins. I forgot. I need the game to tell me that this place has ruins. Okay, we're gonna buy more. Also, he keeps saying that I can buy more items here, and I know the other games did this too, where it's usually just what kind of potions you can buy and what, like, Pokeballs you can buy. But it doesn't really seem like you get that much more of a selection each gym. Maybe it's just me, but it just doesn't feel like they give you as many options as... Not that I really buy anything else from Pokemarts, but the way they play it up is like you're supposed to have more stuff to choose from. My Pokemon are the ones that train. I just dress the part, that's all. Alright. Training on the mountain. What a stoic black belt you are. Nah, I just stand and watch. Hey, I have tons of good stuff. I'll share some with you. If I'll say weed? Okay. Listen, I'll give you some tips about fossils. The professor in Route 6 will restore fossils for you. If you want to collect different fossils, go to the wild area. Search for them by yourself or ask the digging duo. I got some good stuff. Do you want it, kid? No. I want to go. I need an adult. For me, it's just intended for fun. Crossovers will ultimately be minimal since my EM post-game... since my EM post-game events, Creamy, and my other project are all separate entities. No, that's totally fine. But it's like if MatPat gets into it and he sees it, he's gonna start claiming they're one and the same. Like he did with, you know, Toby Fox's Earthbound Halloween mod in Undertale. And it's like, no! They can take influence from each other but be in totally separate entities. That's what drives me crazy about it. He won't give these separate entities the agency and individuality they deserve as separate entities, and that's what bothers me by making these claims. Like, yeah, sure, it's fun to entertain the thought that all our favorite video game characters and such all live in the same universe and could interact. Sure, whatever, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's the case. That would affect the story of one game compared to the other, like he wants to kind of insinuate. And I know that's not necessarily the case, but that's just the way it kind of comes off, and it bothers me. And again, it's like some of his like earlier stuff. It seemed a little bit more informative. Just some of his later stuff, it just, like other people said, it got repetitive, and he just really milked that the Five Nights at Freddy's well for as much as he could. And it's like, I mean, I get it. People are super interested in it. I still have kids that come up and they get excited seeing Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, but still got repetitive and boring after a while. But I guess a lot of channels get like that. You got some fossils there, huh? Will you show them to me, Carolus? Who says stuff like that? Will you guys watch me, Forte, play games? Which of your fossils do you think stands up to the high standards of Carolus fish? Which of your fossils do you think will pique the curiosity of Carolus Drake? Should I restore the fossilized fish and the fossilized Drake together, huh? Yes. Okay, restoration time. Let's unravel the mystery of these fossils. I like how the fossil machine is super tiny nowadays, too. Oops, I didn't read that. Objective complete. It seems the restoration was a great success. Yes, I can see it in its eyes. This is a Pokemon that walked the face of Galar in ancient times. Please take and care for this Pokemon, huh? Guy's gonna make his content no matter how outlandish. He's following from grace. Game film theory is a brand. No, I totally get that. But I can still be annoyed by it. Oh my god. I've seen pictures of this, but I haven't truly processed what I was looking at. And now I am, and I don't know what I'm looking at. Its mighty legs are capable of running at speeds exceeding 40 miles per hour, but this Pokemon can't breathe unless it's underwater. It must suck to be it! This one, and I got the electric wind one in the other game, right? These Pokemon sound like their existence sucks, and I feel bad for all of them. I feel bad that we've brought these Pokemon back to life. Because living for them does not sound... It does not sound very fun. These Pokemon suffer. Because old English fops were kind of stupid. Why? Why does that exist? I'm gonna put you in the box. I mean, the other one that I haven't really used it in battle, but the other one I have, it doesn't seem terrible. But it, oh god, and you're only at level 10. But, again, its existence is pain. And it's just... I feel terrible, really, bringing them back to life. These Pokemon shouldn't exist. Okay, we're taking a quick... Where are they? We're taking a quick detour once I find them to read the fucking entries for these other ones. Because they're all like this. Well, okay, the two that I have they just sound horrible. And it's like, why are these things? Why would you do this? The other ones don't sound like bringing him back to life is, you know, a fucking death sentence. And they make me uncomfortable. Like, I feel so bad for these Pokemon. Because they're just smashing parts of animals together and saying stuff. So, I don't have any... They never existed. You just stitch pieces together into some chimera. No, I get that. But it's like... There's a thing where some paleontologists had no idea how to reconstruct the bones they dug up, so they basically just slapped together whatever with whatever in semi-coherent nonsense, leading to absurd chimeric skeletons seen in the museums at the time. Yeah, that's sad. But, like, then you read these Pokedex entries, like, oh my fucking god. So we'll read the one for Arctofish, which is the combination of the fossilized fish and dino. Hold on. We're gonna do a window capture. Not of that. Sorry. Of this. Okay. So, is this up? Is it up? It is not up. It broke. Okay, cool. Never mind. We're not gonna do that. Go look them up on your own time, I guess, because I can't do it live. It's not gonna let me. It's gonna... Yeah, there are 4 combinations. So the... Oh crap, where am I rolling? There's Arctofish, the mix of the fish and dino. It says, though it's able to capture prey by freezing its surroundings, it has trouble eating the prey afterwards because its mouth is on top of its head. That's the sword one. From Shield, the skin on its face is impervious to attack, but breathing difficulties made this Pokemon go extinct anyway. Like, okay, I just brought this thing back to kind of, you know, suffocate to death, sorta, not really, but still. Dracozolt. This one looks decent, but it's also still stupid. This is a mix between the bird and the fossilized drake. Sword. In ancient times, it was unbeatable thanks to its powerful lower body, but it went extinct anyway after it depleted all its plant-based food sources. Shield. The powerful muscles in its tail generate electricity. Compared to its lower body, its upper half is entirely too small. Like, the existence of these Pokemon make me actually sad. Arctozolt. which is the one I have in Sword. Sword, the shaking of its freezing upper half is what generates its electricity. It has a hard time walking around. Shield, this Pokemon lived on prehistoric seashores and was able to preserve food with the ice on its body. It went extinct because it moves so slowly. And if you watch this Pokemon, like, walk around in Pokemon Camp, I feel so bad for it. It's like, holy crap, are you alright? It's not alright, by the way. It looks like it's suffering, and I hate it. It's like, I feel so bad because it's just shivering the whole time. And this one's Sword, the one we got, its Sword description says, powerful legs, and jaws made it the apex predator of its time. Its own overhunting of its prey was what drove it to extinction. And of course, you know, it just can't breathe on fucking land. These Pokemon make me uncomfortable, and I feel so bad for all of them. Like, I feel bad bringing that thing to life. It should have stayed just rocks that we found on the ground. Careless. The name is funny because of the implications, but it's also horrifying, and I hate it. Though, to be honest, I didn't actually know that was a thing until I kind of looked into it and you guys told me even more in detail. I'm like, why are these monstrosities a thing? And they make me upset. And this poor Pokemon. I mean, it's an interesting, like you said, tidbit of history, but on the flip side, it's terrible. Okay, we have a hop battle coming up here in a minute. I remember that much. What gym is it that we have? The dark, or is he ghost? He's a ghost gym, isn't he? I don't have my strategy guide over here to double check things, but whatever, it's just hop. We're using the mural to bring more business to our town. Actually, we've been doing that for a long time now. Okay, good job. Every time I see the ruins, I'm enamored of them. Why are they so appealing to me, I wonder? This guy sells decent stuff. What is it? A protector? No, I don't really want it. Oop. My uncle's Pokemon here is slacking off. The Pokemon that we hired for the Poke job is looking sharp, though. I want to wear Bronzong on my head. Oh, okay. Can Bronzong really make it rain? Where's your mouth? Come on, let's play with Bronzong. Yeah, okay. Great dialogue. Why not buy some ruined souvenirs? They're quite valuable, you know. You can only get them here. No, thank you. I've already got enough luggage, mate. They do look cool, though. It's a brick, isn't it? It better be just that brick. Here, do you want this brick? Hello, Hop. Phil. Hi, Hop. How are you? Are you feeling better? I'm still not too sure what I should do about all the stuff I told you before. About me being weak and dragging down Lee's good name and all, yeah? But the only thing I can do is get stronger, right? So I'm gonna try out all kinds of different things against you and see what works. Okay. Then let's do this. I bet an all-out battle with my true rival will help me get my head on straight. If you say, hold on a second, he's like, what, you don't care that I'm feeling down? It's like, it's not that. I just don't want to fucking lose to you because I didn't heal up properly. Screw you. Idiot H actually almost kicked my ass in our third fight because I was badly Spectre fighting a lightning dog at the time. After all I'm after is victory. I'm counting on you to help me grab it. No, fuck you. Oh crap, you have a camera on. Shoot. I didn't come in here with the best team either. I have to say though, Cameron, after it uses dive and it has something in its mouth, is like one of my favorite things. what he has in his mouth depends on like how low his health is. So the lower his health is, later on he can get a Pikachu in his mouth, and when he spits it out, it will paralyze enemies as well. Oh, this isn't good. Wah! I don't know. It's a fun Pokemon. This one I'm not too mad about. Say, goddamn, why is he doing so much damage to me? I know my defense is lowered, but Jesus. The eyes on this thing, though, do kind of unsettle me. No! No! Hop's battle theme is fine. No, 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 no. Survive! It didn't survive. Let's do an even stupider move. Yay! Maybe I should actually start trying in this game. I've been kind of slacking off. Surprised he hasn't used dive again. Also, I can't say I've seen a Fury attack, at least in the games I've played, actually get the full 5 hits. Oh, after I said something about dive. There it is. Alright, well, you're dicking around down there. You should have Pikachu now. Yep, there's the Pikachu. Oh, that killed me. Of course it did. The Pikachu makes me laugh. Oh, it's funny. I don't know if I want to know, though, why he found a Pikachu while underwater, though. That just seems a bit, you know, questionable. Why is Pikachu swimming? God damn it, I'm still only on his first fucking Leaf Tornado and it's 95. Ah, shit. Oh, I'm surprised he hasn't used dive. Starts using nothing but fucking dive! Just a smack to the face of the Pikachu. I think it's great. Yeah, I should do better. Of course, he's gonna have another Pikachu when he comes back up. I'm pretty sure the Pikachu paralyzing you too is a constant. Oh, you missed. Cool. I'm gonna use round because it doesn't have shitty accuracy like your other grass moves do. What? It's a silly little detail, but it makes me laugh. I love it. Oh, synthesis. Synthesis is good. Get rid of Razor Leaf. Razor Leaf is nice to have if you're in double battles, but I don't think you get into too many double battles. I have to say, I am just kind of concerned though with the existence of Appleton. People just ate those. I mean, it's nice that they just outright came out, you know, just said, yeah, people used to eat this Pokemon. This was the thing. Because we've had this discussion before. It's like, how come they don't talk about it more? And then they're like, look, we're talking about it. Do you like us now? It's like, that's a bit disturbing, actually. But yeah, I guess. I was actually... Have a taste for a true power. Flames are burning bright. Okay, yeah, sure. Hop, I haven't been taking this battle seriously the whole time we've been in it. I'm sorry. Maybe I should be taking it a bit more seriously, but I'm just not. Okay, we might have to do a little bit of grinding next time just to do the grind. Oh, Silicobra. Because normally my Pokemon are higher level than his starter. He hasn't sent out his Wooloo yet, has he? I don't think he sent out Wooloo. Toxel. I know he keeps his Wooloo because he has it evolve at some point. Okay, I guess he doesn't have it with him right now. Nope, he doesn't have Wooloo with him. What the fuck happened to Wooloo? Oh no, static. Fuck. Well, you can't paralyze me again if I'm already paralyzed. Can't paralyze me if I'm already paralyzed. Oh, but okay, cool. No! I was actually also coming into this battle expecting the Wooloo. Wooloo found a better trainer. Aw. That's a little sad. My strategy goes right to pot when I've got all these bad thoughts running through my head. Just do what I do. Don't think at all. Do what your brother does. Don't think at all. I mean, I guess he thinks, just not about where he's going. I tried switching my team members in and out to max out their potential in every matchup, but we just couldn't get it together somehow. Maybe that's why I'm still so weak. But Lee really is the greatest trainer, and I don't want people to be laughing at him all because his little brother is rubbish. Too late. That's not enough. I've got to try harder and harder and harder till no one's laughing. I'm off, mate. Off to find the kind of Pokemon that I can really draw the strength out of. Must suck to be, you know, your Wooloo or your fucking, you know... Ah! Hello. That child. Gym challengers should battle for the sake of their own Pokemon. Why worry about saving the champion's name? We all know he's unbeatable. Anyway, here's something for letting me watch your battle. Okay. Thank you. Now on you go, child. You're headed to the Stow-on-Side gym next, no? The gym challenge is about having fun. No, it's about challenging gyms, old lady! Please say we don't have to... Okay, I say, please say we don't have to watch her go all the way up those stairs. Or I'm punching myself. Now, let's see. Okay, they're being inconsistent again about when they heal your Pokemon. I mean, I'm fine with running to the Pokemon Center, but it's like sometimes they heal your Pokemon. They started you off with healing your Pokemon after your trainer battles, and now they're like, nah. Also, I forgot to read the new league cards we got. I forgot about them, so let's see. Alistair. He is a young, mysterious trainer who has taken on the mantle of gym leader at a very young age. He has never been known to remove his mask in public. In fact, he has at least 100 masks of the same design just to keep spares handy should his mask fall off for some reason. He claims to have developed the ability to see deceased ghost-type Pokemon after an accident he had when he was 4 years old, but the truth is still a mystery. Deceased ghost-type Pokemon. I'm pretty sure being ghost-type... Do you have to say deceased ghost type Pokemon? As opposed to what? Danny Phantom? Opal is the oldest gym leader in the Galar region. She took over for her mother 70 years ago and has kept the position since. However, she feels that her own values have reached their limits and thus she is currently looking for a worthy successor. She claims that she gives deliberately tricky quizzes because people reveal their true colors when in a pinch, but many speculate that in reality, she does it out of pure spite. Yeah, that sounds about right. Raihan is commonly regarded as the most skilled gym leader in the Galar region. He has striven for victory in every environment, and as a result, he has adopted a battle style where he utilizes weather effects to their fullest. It is rumored that he could easily become another region's champion should he choose to move, but it seems that to Raihan, defeating Leon is much more important. His uploaded selfies are quite popular. Occasionally, he'll post a photo that only shows a sandstorm. Who writes these cards? How often are these cards updated and circulated to the people? Also, I want to go check something. I did not notice this in my other game, but there is a fucking ladder here. Oh, that's where you get it. Okay, good to know. Oh, and you can just jump down. I thought those looked like stairs. I like also there's like two Diglett just having a conversation back there. I do like that little detail that in the towns that they show like just kind of Pokemon hanging around. Like these Diglett. I don't think it came back here either. God damn it. But it's like in the ice town you'll see like little snoms just hanging out near the little snowmen that are around town. It's like, oh, that's cute. Hey there, you happen to catch a lot of Maractus? How about trading one for my Impidimp? No, I don't have... Oh shit, no! Yeah, I did not come up here in my other game. I want the shiny! Ooh, a metal coat. Okay, because I don't want to do it later. We're going to go get all the cutscene-y shit out of the way now, because I don't want to do it next time. I want to show the Stone-Side Ruins to my Diglett. Who knows? Maybe it'll awaken some latent artistic talent, right? Yeah, totally. Go out to explore. That's what I keep telling Kuo and why I keep hiding things in Creamy, but never does. Normally I'm good about it. I just, for some reason, I missed that first ladder, and I didn't think I thought I saw a wall there. Quite an impressive gym stadium. You're 3. The places where you can Dynamax your Pokemon are known as power spots. The gym stadiums of the Galar region are built on these power spots, except for one because someone was dumb and didn't check that town. To be honest, I don't think the mural looks that good. Your face doesn't look that good. The ocean, huh? Not a mountain, huh? The mural does kind of look like a child's finger painting, though, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I can't do this until after the gym, can I? It's Stone-Side's famous mural. It's said to be a very deep work of art. I like how there's just a hole in it, though. Can't actually look in it, but it's there. And I like to think I'm good at exploring. That's why we're not getting anything done in Deadly Premonition, because we gotta explore everything. We're not battling the gym yet. Like I said, I want to train up before we go in here. Hey there, thanks for rolling by to have a chat with your mate, the ball guy. That bag on your back is looking pretty heavy. Speaking of heavy, let me give you this very special Pokeball. Yay, a heavy ball. Great. Heavy balls rock and roll at catching heavy Pokemon. Pretty straightforward, right? Can you not do that at me? If you're a fan of big, heavy Pokemon, then this is the Pokeball for you. Pokeballs are just full of surprises, don't you think? I hate you. Oh, she's a new gym challenger. Many challengers have already given up their gym challenges, but you and your Pokemon have been hanging in there. Yep. Oh, I saw her on the telly. Shut up. I'm doing my gym challenge while I'm raising my Pokemon, but I might have to change my team members. Yep. You've come all the way to Stow-on-Side, so be sure to win. You're not my boss. I'm gonna lose on purpose now. I'm pretty sure they have some convoluted way to keep you from going too much further, too. Some Pokemon live in the mountains, some Pokemon live in the forest. So many different species. You're a fount of knowledge, too, aren't you? God damn it. That's surprising. They're not stopping me. Normally someone stops me by this point. Oh, there it is. You can't drown us out, mate. We'll just turn the volume up. M-A-R-N-I-E. That spells victory to me. With the knick-knack, paddywhack, give Growlithe a bone. Marnie's gonna send you home. Oh my god. Don't want the player going anywhere? Just put Team Yell in there. It's fine. I do think it raises some questions when so many people don't seem to make it far into the gym challenge. So much for being a big part of their culture. Yeah. Really, the setup of it is weird. You have to get endorsed to do it, and then you can just give up on it. And it's like, yeah, I guess the other gym challenges you can do that too, but... Ooh, the Pokemon are here are much too strong for me. No, I need to leave, please. Uh-oh. Like what? You only want to keep like the same people in the position of champion? Or something that you make it like stupidly hard? Or are people here just not more adept trainers? I don't understand. And who else is, you know, eligible to give out recommendations to trainers? Because Hop asked Professor Magnolia to tell Leon to give us a recommendation. Couldn't Professor Magnolia, as the Pokemon professor, also be able to give us recommendations? I don't know why. I mean, I understand if Hop wanted one from his brother, considering, but couldn't we have just gone to Professor Magnolia from the get-go? Like what? Can you only have it in with a gym leader or someone special to get a recommendation? Or can you ask your mom? Do you have to get a doctor's note? Can you ask your doctor for a doctor note? I think it's in my patient's best interest for their mental health if they participate in the gym challenge. Please let them participate. Okay, that's a bit out there, but still, it's like, what qualifies someone to give out these recommendations? Why did they feel the need for recommendations? If people are going to get weeded out so fast anyway out of their chosen pool of candidates, why do that? It's like you already have a limited amount of people that are going to be taking part in it, and then they don't even get to like the first hurdle in it. The other gym challenges don't do the recommendation thing, and you still, I'm assuming, you know, you just kind of go through them, and if you make it through, you make it through, but if you don't, then that's just because you just couldn't make the cut. Like, there just seems to be like a weird amount of gatekeeping. The recommendation bit seems excessive. Maybe a permit to show that you're qualified to train dangerous magical animals. I mean, the badges kind of serve as a permit in a way. But again, it's like people keep these things as pets, as work animals. So there's also the confusion about some sort of major and minor leagues. Yeah, they don't seem to make any kind of specification about that. Now they say that the gym order is dictated by how strong a trainer is. So if they lose too many times, do they get knocked down? So are like the first 3 badges you get part of the minor league? And if you lose too many times, do you drop down to that league? If so, that doesn't make sense, because the towns are set up in a particular order you apparently have to go in, because a lot of the routes lead to dead ends. So it's like if you mix up the gyms, I mean, granted you have trains and flying taxis, so traveling technically shouldn't be a thing. It's like, why is there this distinction, but you don't see that kind of change actually take place while you're going through? Like, the Pokemon levels kind of make their own scale of strength. Is that another autocorrect? Like, I feel like they're overcomplicating something that's been... I mean, the same thing I think was said in Sun and Moon, that they changed it up too much. But it's like, now they've gone back to form, but they just started introducing all these new, like, aspects to it that don't seem to make sense or really necessary. It was really easy to understand in the first games. At a certain age, you could get a starter Pokemon and a Pokedex, even though you would see kids younger than you with Pokemon anyway, so that didn't seem to hold up anyhow. But it's like, then you could start off, maybe you had to be a certain age to challenge the Pokemon League. Not just, you know, just get a Pokemon or a Pokedex. Because again, youngsters and school kids you'll see with fucking Pokemon, but maybe they just can't do the League. Fine, that's just kind of understood though. I mean, Ash had like you get trainer cards, so maybe you only get trainer cards at a certain age and that lets you do it. But see, that didn't have to be explained. Really. Basically, like, the gist of it made sense. You come a certain age, you get a magical creature, you go battle gyms to be the best. End of story. We don't need all this recommendation bullshit, all these minor major league things. It just seems unnecessary. And again, it's like they're being super restrictive in what order you can do the gyms. Most generations had a pretty straightforward gym order, but still, there were exceptions. Like in Ruby and Sapphire, you could have skipped Brawly and come back to him afterwards just because you needed his badge to go beat Norman. But it's like you could still skip him if you wanted to. Gen 1, it's like, what, Sabrina and Koga and all them, you could kind of skip them to an extent. And it must suck if you're a gym leader in this region. It's like, oh, okay, so I mean, I guess they have the same starting point for everyone in this region. But it's like, I get it, Milo's fine with being, like, the first gym leader. He's like, I don't like being tough on people anyway. But again, I like the idea that they introduced in other Pokemon things that gym leaders had different teams at different levels for different skill sets. I mean, that would make more sense. That way they're not just stuck with the same level 10 Pokemon. It's like, sorry, you just have to keep feigning. I can't let you gain a level, because if you do, you're going to be too strong for the new challengers. And I know it was one of the Pokemon animes that showed Brock having like a different setup for when the trainer in that came by. It's like, that made sense. Again, this one has enough public transportation that having to meet in a starting city made sense. Well, it works. But in the other regions, they didn't have that. So it's like, what happens if you started at Cinnabar Island? Oh, well, too bad you don't have this badge that you can surf with or something. Hello, didn't realize it was Monday and I've been on Halo. Just wanted to pop in for a sec to say that I hope you're having a good day in stream. Hello to all those in chat as well. Oh, no problem. I forgot Halo is actually out on PC now. I've been waiting for it because I've never played any of the Halo games because I never had an Xbox. So I was looking forward to it. I just can't get it right now because I don't have time. Like, a major minor league system might make sense in a Pokemon game that was actually some sort of open world game. Yeah, like you could actually see, like, the rankings change. But here everything's static, so what's the point in mentioning a system where things can change? The only thing that ever actually changes in the system in these games is who the champion is. I just feel like it overcomplicates a lot of shit. But, like, really, it's like, okay, what happens if you, for some reason, grew up on Cinnabar Island? Granted, in-game, Cinnabar is shown to be, like, tiny, but in the anime, they're actually, you know, cities. And you don't have the gym the gym badge to let you surf to get off the islands. Like, what? So you're just stuck there? You can't even fight Blaine? I'd like to assume that you wouldn't have to leave your hometown necessarily just to start the same journey. It just matters as long as you have the 8 gym badges, right? So only this game that checks to see if you got them in order, not just if you got them. Again, it's a weird way to overcomplicate things to streamline it in a way. I don't know if streamline's the right word, but you get what I mean. It's like, is this really necessary? It's like the fishing thing. It's like, is it necessary to limit the fishing to the degree that you did? Why would you need to do that? And it's just confusing. I didn't heal up after that battle, and I cannot take another... No! Oh, and a Major League Plus where you need the minimums of Major League badges. Where you need some sort of minimum of minor league badges to challenge a Major League gym. I mean, that's kind of what they're doing here. You gotta have the first 3 gym badges to even go to the next town. But, I don't know. Like I said, it just feels like it's overcomplicating a system that has been in place and understood for a while, and it's like, yeah, change is good. You don't want to do what they did in Sun and Moon and change it up too much to where it's super confusing, but now it's just like, is this really necessary? I don't know. I know you shouldn't like quash innovation too much, but still, it's a matter of, this is a series that people come to because they're used to kind of the sameness. They want a little bit of change, but not so much. And I guess like the gym challenge thing isn't really that big of a change, but it's like just in the details. It's like, alright, if you insist. I don't know. Anyway, after this battle, I'm actually gonna go up to that camp and save. And call it for the night. Because again, I'm a little bit hungry and my head, it's not hurting as bad right now, but I'm still banking on it just being because I'm hungry. Dang, now I really want to see a game like that. It would be an interesting concept, but it's just a matter of if they could actually pull that off. Anyway, going to save for now. That's pretty much it for tonight, so I'll see you guys all on Wednesday for more Nuzlocke. We should be getting to the point where we should be able to take on, or at least attempt to Winona. Shouldn't just be another grinding session, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure we're close to being able to take ground comfortably, I hope. But we'll see. Anyway, until then, I hope you guys all have a good night, and I'll see you later. Alrighty, bye!